Are you ready? Jan Wade Swayze presents the FREE99 podcast. Be sure to follow us on SoundCloud, iTunes, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Twitch, Instagram. Shout out to all the sponsors. Shout out to all the listeners. Jan's in the building. Ramel's in the building.
You know, usually I say some lyrics, but I want to say today, congratulations to Marvin and Crystal for getting married. It was a beautiful wedding. Love you guys.
I heard you were the best man.
I was an okay man.
I was better man.
I was all right. Yeah.
I'm the good only guys customer service on episode 159 FREE99 podcast.
160.
Who do we have?
On
Who
160?
do we have? 160.
160.
160 sounds better than 159.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Who do we have?
Ever heard of I don't know, a store called Fully Laced?
I mean, were you around for 1, 2, 3 snapback?
1, 2, 3 snapbacks. That's funny.
What's that? You like old shirts?
I mean, Bomberman's greatest hit.
Vintage dead stock?
Vintage dead stock.
Come on.
That's a force.
Goldmine SF?
Goldmine SF was based off of the street that I had my home on.
Let's give it up.
Let's give it up for Jon B's in the building. Jon B! Earl Grey.
Earl Grey.
You
know, I gotta say, I think I'm one of the most spoke about guests that hasn't been on.
Wow.
I listen when it's like, it makes me happy when someone says my name.
So you like to cook us? You were cooking us all the way up until New Year's.
I like it when you say my name, but I'm not actually touching
exactly.
it.
This is that David Carradine trying to choke it out.
And then even after the last one, he's like, "Oh, let's hop on FaceTime."
You know, that's actually why I started.
We're about to go.
You know, with David Carradine, that's actually why I started jiu-jitsu, so I can choke myself.
Yeah. But then how do you do that and then tap at the same time?
That's why David Carradine died. He didn't tap.
Yeah,
that's true. Tap. That's because real masters don't tap.
Tap or nap.
It's bap, tap, nap, gap, or zap.
All right.
There we go. And Jon is in the building. I want to first off, I don't use this loosely, like real legend, and like as far as building that foundation for like streetwear to come in, because there was a big point to where like you were like the hub for, like you were early on the snapbacks.
We were very early on the snapbacks.
You were early on the. That's why it's 1, 2, 3 snapback, because you want to be the first search.
Well, that's actually a good point. So like the 1, 2, 3 snapbacks thing, and I know you guys referenced Karma Loop before, but
come on,
like we created 1, 2, 3 snapbacks, and we were just bringing wholesale brands in, Mitchell & Ness, American Needle, like whatever, even like New Era, whatever.
Yep.
And then just so we can have the top search, but we were just buying wholesale, but we were reselling at like a 3 or 4 times margin, because at that time no one could get snapbacks, so we were still buying them at $10, $12, $13, whatever like that, and we were selling for $45 to $55 retail through the website.
So in chronological order, can you give us, was it Fully Laced, or what was first, chicken or the
chicken
egg?
or the egg?
Yeah.
Well, so when I left corporate America, like, damn, we're going back to like school, right? So like I finished school in 2003. I worked for Nintendo for a year. I don't know if you knew that. I worked for Nintendo for a year.
Oh, no wonder you're good at Bomberman.
Yeah, maybe. So like, I worked at Nintendo for a year, and then I did .com corporate America for 3 years, and then I was doing sales. And I was working for like a music company. It was called ECAS. Like, you ever go to like a bar and you see like those digital jukeboxes?
Oh, yeah.
And you touch the screen, whatever like that, and you play whatever song you want. Right. So I did that for 3 years, and I was doing sales over there. But I was like, damn, I'm selling so hard for someone else. Like, what if I just put all this energy into selling for myself and doing something that I want to do, right?
It was ECAS that caused you to think that.
Yeah, I mean, I've always been in sales my entire life, but it's like...
Or was like a Nintendo, you're like, why can't I just be my own Mario?
The voice of Mario was actually at FanFest a couple weeks ago.
He's from San Jose.
Is he?
He's from the Bay Area.
Oh, shit,
The voice of Mario.
It's a me, hello Mario.
What about Mario?
I don't know.
Hey, I heard the new movie is supposed to be pretty good.
The trailer is fucking sick.
It is.
And the voice is Chris Pratt.
But it's like I want like give me like that I want the stereotypical like Italian
Joe Pesci. You want Joe Pesci to be
How's your mother?
You know what's weird? It's like it's like Nintendo's like Super Mario's like a Japanese brand, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It's like, and then it's like you look at like anime and stuff. Like I just noticed it like when going to Fan Fest, it's like you see like a lot of these Japanese anime like voices, but they're like white dudes voicing like Japanese anime characters. That's kind of weird for me.
Is it?
It's a little bit weird.
What did you used to watch like
The American versions of it though, probably. Right?
See, I'm not deep into the anime stuff, dude. But I just saw like a lot of white folks signing autographs on Funko Pops of Japanese like characters.
Oh,
And that's a little bit weird for me.
I see. You think it's like
Cultural appropriation?
Oh,
A little bit?
Yeah, I would say so. Unless that's all that we have exposed here, because it's like they hear the overdub here, right? So they don't know if it's a Japanese dude, and they don't know like the OG of it. That's kind of like
The OG?
Is
That's like
that you?
that's not what you said. No, OG, the OG.
Oh, okay.
I like your friends.
Shout out Kanye. So it's like so is it like because that would be like, okay, listening to like a Dr. Dre song, right?
Okay.
And then recognizing the sample and wanting like the original artist to sign your record.
Oh, that's a good take.
Wait, no, but then if it's a Dre album, you want Dre on it. If it's like it's like if you have like Regulate,
Right.
If you have Regulate on them, you want Warren G to or R.I.P. Right?
Right, but
Warren
if
G
I-
to sign
if I-
it.
like,
But
if
you
I-
don't want Michael McDonald to sign it.
Well,
keep forgetting.
That's it.
You
Right?
keep
You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
But like if I appreciate the beat, right? And I'm like, yo, like, I want to see the producer, but it's like Warren G, and I'm like, where's the producer? You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
So it's like maybe that's just all they're exposed to, but that doesn't sit right with me. I can see that.
I'm getting some geeky stuff, but I'm just talking about Fan Fest just because it happened a couple weeks ago.
Fan
I met
Fest.
Paige O'Hara. She's the voice of Belle. And then, you know Belle, Beauty and the Beast?
Yeah.
I've heard of that.
So I met her, super nice woman. That's a whole.
That's a grown ass, a whole ass woman.
Did you have her do your voicemail? That's what I would have.
They charge for that. Hi. They could do it, but I think she's a smoker or something like that because her voice like deep in.
Yeah, it's like I didn't want Marge's sisters from the fucking.
But so I got a couple of Funko Pop signed, and then like I had her do like lyrics on whatever like Belle was posed on the Funko Pop, and then like the Belle that's wearing like the yellow gown. It's like I was like, oh, what should I have her write on that? And she's like, oh, Tale is so old as time, but she never said that.
That's Angela Lansbury.
There it is. There it is. She's like, but that's what normally like I
Murder,
signed.
She Wrote.
So you guys are pretty up on your Disney stuff, right?
We're up on Disney stuff. Hey, let me
Pop culture.
Real quick. Let me
Pop
fast
culture.
forward on the
Okay.
on the business stuff. So like ECAS, whatever, and then I started like I took a one-way ticket to China, and then I was out there for a couple
Paradise?
weeks. One-way ticket to Paradise also. Guangzhou is not Paradise. Shenzhen, not Paradise. Anyway.
Did you speak the language?
No, I did. I no.
Did you speak Portuguese?
You had a translator?
No.
Wow.
Hey, but if I ordered dim sum, I could get
We'll have to put that to the test.
by. Okay, dim sum?
Yeah.
Let's
All right.
do it.
Okay.
Obviously on you.
All right, that's it. Okay, and then so I went out there. I was just sourcing. I was bringing in like furniture. I was doing like neon signs. I did for like Spencer's, whatever, like that.
Yeah.
I just took a one-way ticket out there. Found opportunities on what I could import to America, and then just fucking selling whatever I can. And one of the things that I brought over was shoelaces. I met a shoelaces factory, and shoelaces stuck. It was easy to ship. And I was into the sneaker game. I worked at Ceremony Foot Locker for like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah,
I
you
worked in
did.
Nike Town. So it's like, I got it. And then
Did you work under Wilson Wall?
Carlos Pena.
Carlos Pena. Okay. No.
Thank you for calling Ceremony Foot Locker. It's Carlos Pena speaking. How can I help you?
Jordan's 11s. This is Gus calling from the Stonestown store. How you doing? Can you do a size check for me? Holding the 13 for myself. Hold me a 13, please.
So would you say that it was fully laced that was first then?
SB laces.
So
SB laces,
So
yes,
so
yes,
fully
yes.
laced, and then let me just jam through this really quick. So then I was selling shoelaces online early on with like Nike Talk, like Blogspot, and like forums, and then just
How
doing
were you
PayPal.
accepting? Hold on. How were you accepting
NikeSB.org.
payments?
It was all
through-
PayPal. It was all PayPal. Yeah. And that was
Your early PayPal eBay gang.
That was like 2005, 2006.
Did you get a certificate or anything like they do with YouTube?
Like a million sales,
Yeah,
like they
exactly.
do on YouTube.
No, when what was that? The Big Cartel. I was one of the top company of the Big Cartel for a while. So we built a clothing line after that, and then I've always been into resale. So I found an opportunity on early on buying out old sports stores.
Yep.
So I built Vintage Dead Stock. That helped fund a brick and mortar retail store, and I opened up a neighborhood retail store on Portola. And then,
I remember that.
But see, like the funny thing with that is that we never intended for that to make money. It was supposed to be a neighborhood store just to process web orders from. Because we were doing so much business with Karma Loop at the time, we just wanted kind of a home base, right?
Right.
It was like an office space, but we started bringing in brands. But at the same time we applied for that space, we also applied for a space in Stonestown. And Stonestown hit us up at the same time. And Stonestown took 6 or 7 months to get back to us, and they said, we want you in Stonestown. So then
you spent a year at Portola.
Like 8 or 9 months.
Yeah, okay.
Hold on. So there was Portola, and then there was the side of Stonestown.
No, inside Stonestown.
Inside
The side of Stonestown. Remember?
Yeah, that was only temporary when we went from a temp tenant to a perm lease. A perm lease.
Because I remember that side of Stonestown because we used to spar in there and we did like jujitsu.
We did. That was fun times.
That was fucking
That was
fun.
good. It was me, you, like Mike Beasley,
Inside
like
the
Mikey
mall?
there.
No, inside their office on the side of Stonestown.
We just padded up the floor.
Padded up the
But that used
floor?
to be in my house.
Really?
That used to be at the house at Gold
Oh,
Mine.
I thought you used to live there.
On Gold Mine Drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we used to hit each other in the face. Like, it got pretty serious.
Yes, in the face.
Put it in the face. Put it in the face.
So it was, okay, so it was Portola, side of Stonestown, temporary, and then you went
No,
to...
inside Stonestown.
Middle.
Inside Stonestown.
The first location in Stonestown was in the middle on
and we
the
crushed
bottom
it.
floor.
We just murdered that year because
Yeah,
it was just
right.
like championships and all that, right?
Also, the
David Lee would pop up. Like, you had a bunch of like
Thompson like came through and like I mean Stonestown like is one of 2 indoor malls in San Francisco, so we still got people coming through, right?
Yeah.
I remember that early Bruce Lee design.
That was a good one. My kids break necks.
Yeah.
That was good. At that time for streetwear, it's like anything big you put on a shirt in funky colors that could hook back with a sneaker, it would sell. It's like that time for streetwear was so
free.
Yeah.
yeah, you could, and like we wouldn't even have, we'd print like on demand too, and we
talk about
We
it like
couldn't
it's,
keep up
like
with
hippies
demand.
talk about the 70s, you know?
Yeah.
Like, oh, it was just like free love. But it in actuality, it was like everybody was eating. The three of us right now had our own streetwear brand. In fact, Jon is responsible for introducing Gus and I together.
That's a fact. At his house.
At his house, we were watching
UFC.
The Donaire fight when he lost against Guillermo Rigondeaux.
The Filipino Flash?
Yeah,
Filipino Flash.
I remember.
Oh, so that's not your first time at my house when you picked me up.
No, and I picked you up before too.
Oh, that's right.
Julian was there.
Julian who?
From Carmelu.
Yes.
He was
Not Julian.
No,
What's his name?
Chris.
Chris DeLay.
Yeah. It was a trip having like a Karma Loop like model, like eating pizza with him, like
the Carmelu.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Bro,
can
we
you
went to
try this on?
when he was in town, like we went to like a coffee shop or something like that, and like they recognized him and they're like, oh, we can't accept your money.
Is that right?
Yeah, and then it's like we all got free like cookies and stuff.
It's free cookies, and you're like, this is the pinnacle.
Bro, and then like at Stonestown too, it's like we had a hot dog on a stick, and then like we ordered my shit, and it's like, oh, I can't accept your money.
Yeah.
And I'm like, really? Like, okay,
Yeah.
well, if you buy a shirt, I'm accepting your money.
Sorry.
Yeah. He's like, hey, come on, man. Remember the free lemonade? You're like, that's like $3, dog.
They used to always, the guy, there's a guy at Jon B that used to run free Jon B's up to us next to the Apple store.
Really?
Yeah.
What did you get? What did you give?
I think he wanted the business. Not for me though.
Hey.
Hey, you had at one point there was 2 locations you were fostering. You had Fully Laced, and there was a one
Upstairs,
top upstairs that was
the
Joint project.
that was the result of bad partners. Bad partners. Those guys are
sorry to hear that.
probably just as successful as that they are when I found them. Not successful.
You hear that, guys?
You know, the partners, like partnerships don't work. One guy always does more work than the others, and if you don't write down and exactly what everyone's duties are, then
turns to duties.
it's just not going to work, right?
Yeah, no, for sure. There has to be kind of like an equal reciprocation of energy.
But like, it's like when the money's good, it's great. But when the money gets thin, it's like everyone's like, oh, I don't have the money to cover that.
You know what's funny is that you are not the first person to say that who has on this podcast. Like, that is kind of like a tried and true thing with businesses, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's like kind of like the epitome of like bad partnerships.
But it's like it's a
Of course, you don't know.
it's a cheap lesson. I mean, like.
Yeah. Well, how
Still,
cheap? Like,
That was like a year, right? That second location was
Yeah.
like less than a year.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. Then we moved it to Hawaii, And then you came out with Mish, right? And then you came out to support. I appreciate it. You didn't have to support because like the business was shit anyways. But it was a way. Honestly, moving it to Hawaii, I knew it was gonna fail anyways. But it was the easy way to separate it from the.
You literally sent it to Hawaii to retire.
Literally, it's like this is where it's gonna go to die. And Fully Laced continues.
I'm sorry. Before we continue, I wanted to.
So many gems, and we're like 10 minutes in.
I wanted to go back on something. So,
you want to go down on something? Go ahead.
Hey, deal. Hey. So, you both are really into Disney.
Yes, definitely.
Today's game,
Fast Money,
is a special game.
Okay.
It's not just for John. It's for John and Gus.
Oh.
Okay.
This is strictly Disney trivia, set into 4 different categories. Yes.
Okay.
4 different categories.
Hey, you already got it right.
I'll take one.
Let's see. The categories are.
John's mad competitive. He can think he's ready.
I know you can see it right now.
He's ready in his bag. Go ahead.
All right. So the categories are Pixar,
Okay.
classics,
Okay.
Marvel, and Star Wars.
I'm gonna get 3 to 4 of those classics. I'm gonna bust.
Who has a question?
My Pixar's okay.
My Pixar's game is
Who
up.
wants to go first?
I'll start with Star Wars.
I'll do it.
How about we do this? How about give us those cups right there?
Yeah.
And whoever grabs the cups first gets to answer first. So it's like Jeopardy.
Ooh, I like it.
Oh, you want to tag in?
Yeah. So like me and John, whoever picks it up first.
All right.
No, put. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
One
one
cup.
cup,
One
one
cup.
cup, one cup only. One
cup.
2 guys, 1 cup, guys. This is
Can
Two
we
guys,
go?
one cup.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I'm grabbing my left. You know.
Okay.
I'm
You know
not
what, don't-
I'm not Amber.
Don't try to optimize us here.
Yeah.
The stranger.
So it's Star Wars, right?
All right.
Star Wars.
All right, first question. Jam, what is the home world of the character Jar Jar Binks?
Oh fuck! I don't know that.
Oh, he's a Gungan, so he is from where Gungans are from.
That is incorrect. Sorry.
Oh, wrong answer. Betcha.
I'm going to need a name.
Ooh, Misa gets it wrong.
Gus, would you like to try to steal?
I just know he's underwater. That's all I know.
The correct answer is
Give me the first letter.
N.
He's not from Naboo.
It's Naboo.
Oh.
You don't
Misa from Naboo, don't you know?
All right, well, so
Misa.
let's
It is
give
Naboo.
It is Naboo.
Wait, you said the planet. Is
No,
that
I said
planet?
home world. Home world.
A whole new world.
All right, I'll guess Naboo. I want to guess Naboo.
All right, Gus, you have
Control of the board.
control of the board. Is Pixar, classics, Marvel, or Star Wars?
I will go with Pixar, sir.
Pixar. In Monsters, Inc., monsters were able to enter children's rooms by jumping through their doors. What two colors were the flowers on Boo's door?
Yellow and pink. Yellow and pink.
Yellow and blue.
That is incorrect.
Incorrect.
Is it yellow and blue or no?
That is incorrect. Too.
White. It's
I
white
would
and
bad.
It's pink and purple.
Oh.
What the fuck, guys?
Yeah.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's kind of
I'm staring at those girls' door like that.
John, you have control of the board.
Let's do damn, I'm gonna flip I got a good trivia question. Anyways, this is Marvel.
Marvel? Okay.
Even playing ground.
The Ant-Man movies are hugely set in San Francisco, although not mainly filmed there. What city were the movies filmed in? A.
Wait.
L.A.
Okay.
B. Vancouver. C. Sacramento. Or D. Atlanta.
It's Atlanta.
That's correct.
Do you know why Atlanta?
Why Atlanta?
Because Atlanta offers the biggest tax breaks for the movie studios.
Repeat that. What happened? I missed that whole thing.
I was gonna guess Georgia right away.
Yeah, say that again. What did you say?
Because Georgia offers the biggest tax breaks for the studios. That's why it's like
Is that true?
there's like a lot of Hollywoods moving away from LA into Georgia, and like there's like a Hollywood version of like Georgia now.
I thought like Vancouver also. There's a lot of stuff that's filmed there.
Like
I don't know.
Romeo Must Die.
yeah, exactly. Just specifically Romeo Must Die. Anything that has black people and Asian people together in the movie. Rush Hour.
Rush Hour, yeah. Rush Hour.
1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
That's about it. All right, so you have control of the board with one.
This is classic. That's the
One
last one.
classics. No, there's 2 questions. 3
Per category?
Yeah.
Damn, let's go back to Star Wars.
Star Wars. All right,
Damn, that was a real. I should Naboo.
Gus. Be sure to get your buzzers ready. Which one of the Star Wars movies had the best opening weekend numbers?
I'd guess it'd be like ROTJ.
Return of the Jedi? That is incorrect.
Empire Strikes Back.
That is also incorrect.
Damn!
It was Star Wars The Force Awakens.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like.
Oh, come on, dude. Don't say the original trilogy. Don't do that shit to me.
I thought you were talking about the OT.
Bro, the question
The
question before that was about Jar Jar Binks. You know where this shit was going?
Naboo.
All right, Gus.
right.
You have control of the board.
Let's go Disney classic.
Disney classics. What 3-letter word allegedly appeared in a cloud of dust during The Lion King?
Sex.
Correct.
Sex.
That is correct. It was sex. Fun fact: this was actually slipped in by the special effects team, and it was meant to be SFX.
Oh,
But you got it right, sir.
there we go. Let's go.
All right, did you find that on the same thing with the penis castle?
Little Mermaid.
Only
on the VHS. Only the VHS.
And that's the same place you found when
Aladdin.
Jasmine says
Take your clothes off.
Yeah, take off and go.
Oh,
Take off your clothes. Take off and
yeah.
It was the genie. Robin Williams, rest in peace.
Oh, God.
go. You know, Ron Williams' son used to shop in our store.
Really?
Yeah, and he's half Filipino.
Yeah, he
Get it, Robin
Yeah.
Williams.
He got with his maid or the babysitter.
Probably looked better than
yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's maid.
Oh yeah.
Hey yo.
Hey yo.
Yo, talk about classics cheating stories.
Yo. Showing up to the kid's 10th birthday, you look just like my dad. Hey yo.
All right, Gus, you have control of the board.
So let's go Pixar.
Last question for Pixar. In the movie WALL-E, it follows around a robot picking up trash. What does WALL-E stand for?
Oh fuck. Uchi Wally Wally.
All
Uchi
right.
Bang Bang.
I don't know that one. Sorry.
Yeah.
Correct. That's lovely. The correct answer is waste allocation load lifter earth class.
You're a load lifter.
I am. No. All right.
Your mom goes to college.
Since no one answered that, Gus, I think you still have control.
Let's go classic.
Classics. Last one for classics. The Little Mermaid movie was known to be a completely different take from the book. Who authored the original Little Mermaid book?
Yeah, I don't know. That's not a Disney question.
I know. Sorry, that was the last question. I was like, fuck, I'm done with this.
Is it like a
M. Night Shyamalan.
Stevenson or something like that?
It was Hans Christian Andersen.
Oh, the Christmas Story, dude?
Yeah, and I think he actually, in the original, Little Mermaid, the Little Mermaid dies. Or turns into sea foam.
Oh, shit.
Spoiler alert.
My favorite.
That book was written in the 1900s.
My favorite foam posit.
Yeah, sea foam. All right, Gus, since nobody answered that, you have control of the board. We
Marvel.
have Marvel left and Star Wars.
Yeah.
Oh, more.
Marvel.
So there's 3 per.
3 on Star Wars because there's a tiebreaker, and then 1 left in Marvel. You said Marvel?
Oh, sure.
All right.
Run it.
Again, this is really okay. Ryan Reynolds, famous for playing Deadpool,
Right.
first played which DC comic book hero?
Green Lantern.
Correct.
It would have been great if they really let him do his thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he's made to be a superhero, right?
Yeah, but they let James Gunn rock, right? Because he did both. He's gonna do the newest Guardian.
They're revamping the whole franchise of DC. Like they pretty much just
It'll
start
get
from
there,
scratch.
but not in the next couple years.
Nah.
It's gonna be a little while.
Yeah.
But I heard James Gunn, he's in charge now, right over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's still some drama going on. They're canceling movies. And
Yeah, that DCU is fucked.
I heard there's no more Wonder Woman, right?
Yeah, they don't want to do another one of that. They shelf.
Black Adam.
I didn't see it yet.
No, it's out. Yeah,
It's out on HBO Max.
Sorry, the second Black Adam.
yeah.
The Aquaman 2, did they finish filming that?
Oh.
Or is Amber, I don't know if there was some shit with Amber Heard after the Johnny
After
Depp
she
thing.
shit the bed.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot she was in that.
Yeah. I think they might have. I don't even know.
Away.
DC movies are my favorite.
No, I like
well, actually, the last one was Suicide Squad. Was good.
That was alright.
It was alright.
It was alright.
It was pretty good.
Yeah, right.
And then
It's a C. It's a C. It's about a C.
see, what was the John Cena character that spawned his own series on HBO? That was good.
Peacemaker.
Oh, Peacemaker. Peacemaker was good, man.
I didn't see that either.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right, so we are down to Star Wars, and we only have one question left. Which country was accused of shrinking the black character on their movie poster for Star Wars: The Force Awakens?
Oh shit.
China?
China.
Oh, that's sad.
That is sad.
Oh, what's his name's gonna be? What's his name? Finn.
I asked the questions here, buddy.
FN something.
He's gonna be the first Black Panther.
What? There was already a Black Panther.
Is it
Pretty much T'Challa's
Bashanga? Is it
son.
Bashanga? Damn, I'm gonna fucking.
The first.
Yeah, not Bazinga.
British?
No,
I forget.
the very first Black Panther. So not T'Challa. T'Challa's dad is.
T'Challa.
Baba.
That is Papa.
Baba.
Then the Black Panther before him.
Oh, they're.
So he's gonna.
It's like an origin story.
Yeah.
Origin of Black Panther.
Is it a series or a movie?
No, it's gonna be a movie.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Did you watch the new one?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I liked it.
I didn't watch it yet.
Oh, we can't talk about it then.
Yeah.
We can talk about it.
Exactly. Go ahead and whisper, boys.
Oh, it's gonna be on.
Did
Disney
you
Plus
cry?
next month?
Did you cry at the
Many
end?
times. Many times.
During, or at the end?
I cried in the beginning credits. Yeah.
Yeah, the credits is a feel because it was quiet for the Marvel intro, and they showed his face inside the Marvel.
Yeah.
Like I kind of sat back and I had to like take a deep breath, but then at the very end, spoiler alert.
No, you can watch it yet.
He's not gonna watch it till it's on Disney
Okay.
Plus.
Hey, man. That's
Right?
true. Yeah, sorry.
Spoiler alert. When what's his sister? Shuri. When she meets the little boy,
Yeah.
that's
That.
and then they talk about the mom, her mom, and then I was like,
Yeah.
she knows. So she knows. She knows.
I like Black Panther's gotta be like my favorite character.
Really?
I own a piece of his costume from his first movie.
Oh, you ain't
From
shit.
Upper
How'd you
looked
get
directly
that?
in my eyes when you said that shit, dog. I know you're serious about it.
Yeah, it's from Upper Deck. It's a piece of the blade.
On a
his
card?
elbow. Yeah. If you look on eBay right now, I have it listed for $5,000, but I'm not gonna sell it. So if you search, anyone who's listening, search eBay for Upper Deck Black Panther. Like, if you just do that and just search highest to lowest, then you'll see what I own.
So you probably have like a ton of like movie memorabilia, right?
I collect memorabilia.
Because I remember you had that Mike Tyson Punch Out thing at the store.
Was it a ear?
I sold it.
Did you
I
have
sold
a
it to what's the name of that badass like white kickboxer that smokes also. He's on Joe Rogan too. I forget his name. Tall guy.
Tall guy kickboxer.
No, and then he's the one that
Cody from.
and no, he was in that bar fight and he fucked some people up for
shit.
talking shit to him.
You
don't. Damn, I thought.
Sorry. No, I only know kickboxers who don't
But
smoke.
he bought it.
For how much?
How much? Yeah.
Retail. I just sold some retail.
What's retail?
That was like $300 or $400.
Oh, that's not bad.
Mike Tyson does all kinds of signings now, and like in Vegas, like
Yeah, he was in.
he's cheap.
He was in Pittsburgh recently.
Yeah.
Hey, fun fact.
No H.
When I got married, you know, when you go to someone's wedding and then there's a thing to sign.
Yeah.
I bought 2 monies from Philly Lace. One was me. One was Michelle. We put a what is it? A gap? I want to say the gap. What is that shit? The veil. We put the veil on the girl, and then I had a bow tie, and then we had people sign it, and I got that from John.
Yeah, still. I think I remember you buying that too.
Yeah, I got 2 of them. I got the displays because it was the last ones.
That's fucking crazy. Because at my wedding, we had money dolls as our wedding topper for the cake.
That's
Look at us, dog. And I actually ended up doing it also on my. We decided in Hawaii. Then we just went to like a party city and got the things that goes on like champagne. That's like a his and hers like wedding outfit, and we just put that on the money.
Oh, that's dope.
It looked alright. It's in my toy case right now.
So you collect like Funko Pops, right?
Not. I collect Funko Pops, but like only autographed ones.
Whoa, come on!
only ones that like
And
I
do
use to
only
get autographed
bathe
and
with
stuff.
seltzer
Not truth.
Only Evian.
Peasant,
or
only
Fiji.
Evian.
Target.
Yeah.
Target.
You know what? I'm really good at authenticating Star Wars autographs.
Are you?
I can see I can see fakes of like Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher, Mark Hamill.
How did you get that eye?
By joining a serious like Facebook group for authentication.
That's how everything starts.
It's real fucking geeky. It's real geeky.
Well, that's cool though.
I'm actually submitting the Holy Grail from Indiana Jones.
Yeah, the actual one.
The
one that he said Last Crusade. The one that he said.
Yeah. And then Harrison Ford is charging $1,200 per signature.
Oh
And
shit!
This is his fourth signing that he's done since the pandemic, but before that, it was decades before he had like a send in.
Damn.
So imagine that. So he sits for 3 hours, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, and the way the business works is that like the agency probably gets like 20%, and then and he's got to be making at least 500 to 700 per signature.
And it can be as sloppy as fuck. Harrison.
But like that's the thing, like so like they call it like street cigs or like sit down cigs, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you catch him like outside of a restaurant, he's gonna give you like a street cig, right?
Straight up street shit.
Street
Street
shit.
cig.
Straight for the streets.
But if you get like a nice sit down signature, like if you're completing like a poster, right?
Yeah, like as if he's signing for a house.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
So like you get a nice sit down
notary.
signature for like for $1,200.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, is you do it?
I'm gonna submit it next week.
So it's
for $4,000.
No, $1,200. That's a lot of money.
okay.
So it's safe to say that you started all of your businesses for movie memorabilia.
No, but I like collecting shit. I like collecting and like displaying stuff.
What was the first thing that you started collecting and you're like, this isn't it?
You know what? Like I've been on all like the big toy hype trends from like Beanie Babies got out early, Magic cards got out too soon, but I still made a lot of money.
Yeah.
Pokemon I got out early. I did like Tamagotchis and Tickle Me Elmos, like all like the
Furbies.
It's like Furbies. It's like as like a reseller, it's like you find like
The
what's
Christmas
hot,
trend.
get
Yeah.
in and get out,
Yeah.
and on to the next one. Right? I sold all the Beanie Babies like at its peak.
So you were the guy buying up all the PS5s.
Actually, video game systems I didn't touch.
Oh,
I didn't.
some things
didn't
are
do any of
sacred.
that stuff.
Some things are sacred.
Hey,
I have an NWO Wolfpack Beanie Baby.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and it's a wolf, so it's not a.
Is it
it's not
valuable?
How much?
Huh?
I don't know too much about those Beanie Babies.
Oh yeah, black
Anything?
market Beanie Babies.
Oh, it's like
No, it's a TY brand.
okay.
Yeah, but instead of a bear, he has a wolf snout.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's
okay.
fucking sick, dude.
I
I first, when I was young, I started to collect like Pez dispensers.
Yeah.
I got some too.
Dude, I thought it was cool as fuck. And people were like, what are you doing? I'm like, nothing. Just mind your own fucking business, guys.
The guy who started Funko, he was a big Pez collector, and he built Funko from that.
There's like a Pez museum in San Mateo, I think.
There used to be in
There used to
Burlingame
be,
across
yeah.
from what club was that? I used to do parties there. Blush. It used to be right there, like off California. It closed.
Yeah.
It closed. They actually charge you, I think, to go inside now to look at the
Pez dispensers?
Yeah.
Bro, I got the internet, dog.
What was the first?
There's probably low traffic for people going
Yeah.
to Pez.
Like,
Yeah.
how much is like $100?
See, if I ran that business, I would make it a destination, but I would work with Pez to have their support, and then create a Pez you only can get there, and then include that with admission and charge like $15.
All right, let's
So
do this right now.
specialty.
A specialty.
So let's do this right now. Let's see how you can how would you run the business of certain things if I were to kind of like
I love
right
this.
now?
I live and breathe like small business
right.
entrepreneurship.
I love talking shop. Like what is that? What is that?
Brainstorming.
Yeah, I love that shit. Or let's just.
Remember that song "Brainstorming" by MC Brains?
Yeah.
With the
Want to
Chicago
get
White
your
Sox.
feelings.
That's it.
You want to be loved by me. Yeah, that was the shit. I had the cassette. MC Brainstorming. But he looked like a rapper, but he was singing.
Yeah.
He was like he was the first sing songy.
How what would you do with Goldilocks, the Filipino bakery? Obviously it's not like at the top of the food chain anymore, but how can you get it back to what it once was.
I got some for that too.
I wouldn't cook my eggs so far ahead, and I cook it on demand because when it sits on the counter and it's not on the warmer,
that's true.
You know what I mean? Well, for like the long slug, like if you order like a long slug and it's like the eggs are on the counter, it's kind of cold.
You wouldn't leave it out so long slug.
Yeah, that's 100% right.
Yeah. Guess what about you?
I would dial down the menu and make 5 things super poppin'.
What things?
Their menu, their menu's kind of all over the place, right? It covers the full Filipino spectrum of what they have, but what they do things okay. Like there's certain things you can't are no fail, but you gotta just. I think they need to dial it down and have less shit on their menu.
Yeah,
because really people go in there
Chipotle style.
Say it again.
Chipotle style. Have like 5 items and like
keep it clean.
Yeah, dude, they don't have a fast, casual Filipino place.
Jollibee's, get out of here.
No, where it's like you walk down and you're like
even less complicated. Jollibee's menu's complicated because like, do you want to do like the family meal or do you want to do like?
I just want the punches over the corned beef, man.
They got rid of all the burgers. The Yum Burger's gone. The Aloha Burger.
Shut the.
So are you serious? That's right. It's gone. Yeah.
It's just chicken and noodles or the I think they do the Salisbury steak
and breakfast.
But they got rid of breakfast. Yeah, their longanisa at Jollibee used to be really good.
Do you think they let the chicken accolades get to their head?
No, this is prior. This is them knowing the You know how you go to different countries and you can't have everything on everyone's menu, right?
Yeah.
Right. McDonald's is number 1 on that, adapting. To the culture. I think Jollibee's figured that out. Like, you know, we're not going to sell these burgers here because we're not McDonald's. If we just do chicken poppin' and it's just dark meat, and the rice and gravy, keep it simple. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then palabok is their only like real Filipino thing on their menu.
It is, and it's angel hair. I love that shit.
I know.
It gets too soggy, dude.
Hey man, I keeps it limp.
You want fat flat noodles in this palabok?
Hey, Kirby's friend. I keeps that shit limp. You see that? Hey, my brother sent this video. You see him holding the mic? I keep that shit limp, dog.
It's accurate.
I was actually looking a couple months ago. I was looking at like where all the Jollibees are in the U.S. and like I tested my wife on saying like, where do you think the top states are outside of California?
Oh, I would have to say Texas.
There's probably one. There has to be one in Vegas.
Las Vegas has a lot. I
mean, there has to be one in Vegas.
Do you have the answer or are we just guessing?
Jersey? Jersey has a lot. You think about where all the Filipinos are regionally, right?
Yeah.
But then like Hawaii.
Oh, yeah. That's all. Yeah.
That's right.
There's Guam then?
Seattle.
Seattle. Oh, let's get Starbucks and Jollibee.
Seattle.
Yeah. Orlando.
But we're like that. So speaking of which, like, how much Filipino are you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Can we talk about?
So all my life I really like I've been told Chinese and Portuguese. My mom is first generation. She literally grew up in San Francisco Chinatown in Chinatown.
Nice.
She actually built Chinatown. She was there when Chinatown was built.
I mean, is that speaking?
No, not really.
Because you're speaking towards her age. Like,
But
could you co-sign on the underground people who live in like the sewer system?
My grandpa on her side died after coming out of like a mahjong parlor.
And shit! Got raided?
I think he had. The story I heard was that he had like a heart attack or something like that, and they dragged him out up to the sidewalk and just let him die on the sidewalk.
Bong.
Yeah, bong.
Sorry.
Did you? Sorry, we're sidetracking all over the place.
That's good.
Did you watch Warriors?
The old movie?
No, the series on HBO Max.
Oh hell yeah, dude!
That's what I think
the one that Bruce Lee wrote.
Yeah. Pretty good.
That is really, really good.
Whenever I think of like when you talk about your grandfather, I think of like times like that. That was probably like. Yeah, cowboy shit.
Yeah.
Like railroad shit.
I'm sure your grandfather had like a pompadour and shit. He's like, "Hello, ladies."
Yeah. He's not even that much older, you know?
Exactly.
But and then my dad came from Hong Kong, but he's not Chinese. But he was like associated most with Portuguese. But then it's like after doing like this 23andMe shit, it's like,
oh, your dad's like Leo de Machida.
Not from Brazil.
Damn.
Yeah, almost though, kind of.
Close.
But like,
swing and a miss.
My grandfather, my dad's side came from Macau, which has a ton of Portuguese colony, right?
Yeah.
And then
Portuguese.
It's like a Hawaiian. It's almost like a Hawaiian mix, right?
Yeah.
But after 23andMe, like I showed like it's like Thai and Viet and like Indian. like dot, not feather.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the one I like.
Yeah,
That's the one I like.
that's the one you're talking about. And then Filipino.
And then what percent
It
Filipino?
was like less than 5%.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's okay. Hey,
But there's a lot of like the.
hey, you can still come.
That's a lot of
Burritos
Southeast Asian.
in the Philippines. Super strong. The burritos in the Philippines.
Oh, that
super
last
strong.
name.
Yeah.
Yeah, last name is tough. That's why it's like I automatically thought you were Filipino.
No, but then like it's like when I go somewhere and there's like a Filipino person like helping. Barreto? Are you related to Claudine Barreto?
Of course I am.
It's like,
Of course I
if there's
am.
discount.
Yeah, so
Of
that's
course
the
I
thing.
am.
Everybody knows about the Filipino, like the discount, right? It's like an unsaid thing. It's happened to me multiple times. Has it ever happened to you when you own those stores? People were like, "Hey, come on, can you just like shave a little off the top?" Blah blah blah.
Yeah, but then it's like people always want like a better deal. But as a business owner, you just gotta spend a little bit more, and then you make the margin, right? It's like, hey, can you give me a deal on this? I'm like, yeah, if you pick up that shirt too. Then you get
Make it like-
trickster.
Yeah.
He's a real
He's like a-
reseller. Let's bundle. Let's
Yeah,
bundle.
bundle is fine.
What you got for me?
Like so, like
me
when
get
I
it- let me
did
get
this
some
big
two
like
CDs.
vintage buyout like
Two
about a year and a half
CDs.
ago that literally changed like the course of
DVDs
my
on
business.
deck.
Yeah, let me give them two
Yeah.
DVDs, dog. Two hoodies.
That's
Two hoodies.
I got in trouble with DVDs.
So let's talk about that because that's one thing that Brandon told me about.
I wish you guys were here for that.
I wish everybody. Let's just invite everybody.
What's up, Brandon?
No, Brandon.
Okay.
your brother.
Flip
told-
it
Sure.
SF.
Yeah, flip it SF, man. Shouts out to you.
Wait, are we
Shouts
discussing
out
the
to
federal
Chris.
raid?
No, we're talking about your huge fucking pickup of
I got arrested before. I thought we were talking about that.
Oh!
I thought we were talking about that.
No, but we can. Let's
yes,
fucking talk about
that's
that.
exactly
there was
what we're
a,
talking about. Exactly.
It's funny now. Not so funny like when it happened, but
Funny hee hee, funny haha.
it's funny like haha.
Ha 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 ha.
So like when Revenge of the
Nerds.
Sith came out, Closo, I had access to the preview DVD that I was duplicating, and I got entrapped via Craigslist selling it to someone that worked for the MPAA, and then they had
And they raided you?
They were about to literally raid.
Was
the
it
house.
like the nerdy division where they're like, "Hey man, give me that DVD back"?
It's piracy at the highest form.
It was piracy at the highest form. Yeah. It was piracy at the very highest form.
Did you have an eye patch?
A what?
An eye patch.
A wooden leg? Yeah.
A peg?
How did you know they were coming? Was it the parrot?
Yeah, was it the parrot stitch on you?
So what did they do? You said almost. They almost raided you.
Was your
I sent
email
myself in.
r@gmail.com?
I knew they were after me. They're building a fat case.
Oh, so
So
like
I-
a Rico case.
It was a,
Holy
it was a-
shit! You almost got hit with a Rico?
I never told you the story.
You don't tell me no.
This is great.
Shit,
Okay.
it's a good story.
Let
Okay,
him
let's
talk.
fucking hear it.
So
Can you get closer to the mic though?
this was like
yeah,
this
just
was
a
like
little bit.
this
Yeah.
must have been like 2006 or 2007.
Closer.
But they mistakenly copied me on an email that they were gonna raid the house. And then so I turned myself into was it 850 Bryant? 550 Bryant? 850. So I turned myself in, and then but they what they did is that they put me like literally at the Safeway in Diamond Heights. They put me in an unmarked van, shined the light in my face like the one over here, and they grilled me. They're like, "All right, we know about the DVDs. What about the drugs?" I'm like,
What drugs?
Yeah, what
the fuck?
They were just trying to
that's the
pinch
thing.
it on
But
you?
these are the feds. This is the FBI.
They're like, hey.
This isn't like your local cop. This is FBI.
But that-
This is federal revenue and ass
You're
prison.
like,
I think.
when I like in high school when I had that 10 sec, like that.
I think
that
no. I think
me?
they were just trying to pin anything. They're like, "All right, we have the DVDs, but what about the prostitutes?" And they're like, what?" And they're like, "All right,
Where are these exotic orchids
but-
that you keep talking?
what about these exotic
But
dragons?"
at the time, there was big counterfeit stings. So I definitely wasn't the person they thought I was.
Just send them to Roscoe's Chicken, man. They're always selling DVDs out there.
They are always.
Or Walmart.
But see, the thing is, they already built a case against me, so they had to get someone.
They had to just keep rolling with because it was already there and you turned yourself in and it was like they would have raided your house and found nothing.
This is gonna be fucking
Yeah,
good.
they're like, "Hey
So,
guys, we're at the house. We just found a bunch of action figures."
I'll tell you guys exactly how I got 2 felony counts down to 1 misdemeanor account.
Please.
I narked the source. I went on an undercover sting operation.
Oh, you.
Undercover
Did you
sting
wear
operation.
a fake mustache?
He had a cowboy hat.
So
with a trench shirt, with a trench coat.
it was funny because there must have been like 6 to 8 federal agents. We met at the Krispy Kreme on Juniper Serra, like up there.
You're right here.
And then
It sounds like you're trying to trade shoes.
and then they were federal agents. One of the guy that they had like an Asian guy that posed as my cousin to do the buy, and he was Secret Service.
Yeah.
Literally, this is no shit.
But he's like the buffest cousin you've ever had. He's like, hey, what's up, John?
And he tried to be cool with me, whatever. He went to Lowell, whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, he's a nice guy. And then like, they had like a map on the table, like straight out of a movie, right? They're like, all right, we're going this way. He's going this way. If things turn sideways, then we do this and that, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, right before we're about to go, it's like, everyone, check, earpiece, check. And they had their gun in their pants, right? In their pants on the side.
Yeah.
They're like, gun check. And I'm like, oh, where's mine?
Where's mine, guys?
No vest, no nothing.
Nothing. Well, I mean, like, I'm buying like DVDs. I'm buying like bootleg DVDs. No
But then
vest.
they're going out there with
They
guns.
got vests.
Yeah.
They got
Oh
vests.
man, you don't got a vest.
I don't got a vest.
Damn, they said.
But
Also, can we also just address the fact that it's very stereotypical for them to do all of this planning at a Krispy Kreme's?
yeah, it is. It was.
Come on, cops.
So
Oh, that's already pretty good.
so we did this sting operation, and they bought some DVDs.
Do you know which ones?
Boogie Nights.
It was whatever was available, and that was it.
They're like, all right, give me the minions.
But even the guy that I was buying from, he wasn't even like a big deal too. But
Oh, they're trying to work their way up the ladder.
but that's how the feds work.
And then at the top of the ladder, fucking
no.
Steven Spielberg.
Steven Seagal.
It's Stevie Wonder, and he can see.
Stevie Wonder.
Stevie Wonder.
He's like burning.
He pulls
burning
up in the
CDs like this.
Escalade, and he can see because he's driving.
If he
Just
comes
fine.
in, like they're shooting, right? And then Stevie Wonder comes in, driving in. Get in. You're like, I'm good. I'm just gonna walk in. I'm good, bro.
It's a helicopter. He drops in anywhere
He's like
you're
this.
at.
He's like flying. He's like,
Oh, you don't know. That's nuts.
Yeah, it's wild. I learned the legal system. I learned how to sweep fucking good at 240 hours community service.
dude. So
You don't know the sweet fucking good.
240 hours community service, a lot of community service.
the
Yeah,
water
it
fully
is.
laced was always clean, dude.
Bro, this is what I did to the system though, right? So
Wait, should you be saying?
Hold
this?
on, let him finish. Let him finish.
So if you choose like Salvation Army, I lasted Salvation Army for 2 days, and these guys were telling me to do all this crazy shit. I'm like, nah, fuck this, right? But then you get time and a half if you clean the streets, if you sweep the streets, right?
yeah.
So what we do is that we go to the garbage, we fill the garbage, and we in the white bag, we put it on the corner of the block, take off our vest, and then go hang out in a cafe. Because then, like, what they do is that they drop you off, like DPW, Department of Public Works, right?
Yeah.
They drop you off in one spot, and they say meet me down at the end of like Valencia or like whatever, like 10 blocks later, right?
Yeah.
And then so like we just fill up garbage and we just put it on the end, and then we just walk down and hang out. But what I did is that after I was over that, I was only in like 30 or 40 hours. And then I created an electronic recycling program for SF, and the judge wiped the rest of the
You created electronic recycling.
for SF through DPW, and then they wiped the rest of my hours.
Well, should you be exposing yourself like this?
It doesn't matter.
I was thinking
already-
That's fucking
It's
sick.
explained.
No,
That's fucking sick.
But I got pulled over. Like, this is maybe like 3 or 4 years after it happened. I got pulled over on a hillside by this nice cop who's actually like from Lowell. She was decent looking.
Those are fun.
But it was like my tail light was out, right?
Yeah.
And then she was
never
like,
take those seriously when
license
they're
and
hot
registration,
cops.
please. And I'm like, yeah, it's cool. I'm like, I had no idea what was going on. She's like,
Right.
you know why I pulled you over? I'm like, no. She's like, oh, your tail light's out. Have you ever been convicted of a felony or misdemeanor? And I'm like, well, funny. Actually, there might be a misdemeanor count on my record for 1 count of counterfeiting. And she's like, please wait here.
She got wet.
And she's like,
She was like, is that right? Is that right?
Or she calls
the car.
She calls her backup girl. Hey, girl, come back. It's our dream.
We're gonna make another GIMP.
Dude, I just imagine like you go to 850 Brian, like I'm turning myself in. Like, what did you do? Like, I made copies of DVDs. Like, man, get the fuck out of here, dog.
Hey, that's serious shit. Like, so when I went in, they handcuffed me to a crazy guy, right?
Yeah.
And
So as a like a partner,
yeah,
that was your.
they move you into so. I mean, have you guys got arrested before?
No.
I have. I've gotten arrested.
Damn,
before.
man, you got more street cred than I do.
Yeah, but like they put you
The
in like
nicest
different
jacket here.
different
I know
like
exactly.
holding tanks, right? They put you in different like so you go in the first one with the crazy people and like the drunk people, whatever, and then you go into different holding tanks. And then one guy was already crazy. He's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I turned myself in. He's talking to himself. And he's like, what'd you do? I'm like,
I turned myself into, dude.
I'm like, they got me on 2 felony counts, and he backed off. He backed off right away.
I think, okay, so what about this, right? What if that was just all the whole scared straight experience?
Yeah. Scare tactics.
Maybe that guy was undercover.
Exactly. It's like, all right,
That
you
guy
gotta put
was
it in thick. It's like,
undercover.
oh man, I just turned myself in. What'd you do?
Anyway, but that was
That is crazy.
That was some shit.
Oh, what else you get arrested for?
No, that's the only time I've been arrested. Oh yeah, but then I got pulled over. But then when she came back, she's like, "No, nothing's on your record."
And
I'm like,
your uniform was all loose.
but I think they were real thankful for that recycling program then.
Yeah.
So I didn't even.
She dried up that stuff. He's lying.
Yeah, exactly. Just get the fuck out of here.
Sahara. He out here playing games.
Fit your tail like.
We ain't playing games out here, John.
That program still going on?
The
Recycling program?
yeah, we just go to downtown local businesses and pick up their old computers and then recycle them through the city.
Oh, e-waste.
That's exactly what it is. It was the e-waste program I put together.
Have you ever found any crazy shit in that e-waste?
No, we just picked up the computers and we dropped it off. And then like every time I went to court, I had a public defender, didn't pay a penny for it. And every time I went to court, I overdressed, wore a suit, and the judge is like, "You don't belong here. You're done." I saw him every couple months.
You didn't go there in like a velour suit and like a
Like a tuxedo and a cummerbund.
pea coats, phone posits, and a.
And then they only put my they could have put my bail at something huge, but they put my bail only at like 10 grand or something like that. So then I posted bail on my own for $1,000 and I got it back.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
That's like literally the American dream. Everything. That.
Dog didn't pull up on you, huh?
No, yeah.
The bounty.
There's no bounty. There was zero. I didn't try to escape bail. I didn't escape bail.
Young blood.
Bro,
His wife wasn't there calling you lolly lolly ice head.
skip bail.
It's
Bro, skip bail for $1,000 and get a bench warrant. It's not worth
not
it.
the business.
Yeah.
What's that brand in Hawaii that's in the mall that's where Farrell's is still at? Is that information? The one that was in the mall in Hawaii, in Oahu? There's a Farrell's. It's like a small.
Remember Farrell Ceremony? Like that one?
Yeah, but it was inside the mall.
Ala Moana?
Yeah, no, a smaller one.
Oh, Pearl Ridge?
Yes, I think that's the
Oh,
one.
Prototype.
One of those brands did a shirt where it was Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Oh,
and
Prototype.
then they did something over his eyes, and there was a cease and desist. So when we're out there, when seeing you,
Oh, yeah.
they're giving away free.
Might have been Prototype. We were selling. It was funny because no one can get snapbacks at the time. We were wholesaling snapbacks and people could just got themselves wholesale.
What?
Yeah, and that's how big it was.
Did you ever get hit with a cease and desist
From what?
from Ed for anything?
Oh, all the time.
We got finally Hip got hit with a cease and desist from the estate of James Dean.
James Dean, huh?
And they're like, they're like, well, you got to give us money. We're like, no. They're like, you got $600. Like, no, we'll just take it off. So we just took it off.
When you're driving down to Disney off of 5, it's is it Lost Hills? That's where James Dean had his did the car
Estate?
crash, right?
Oh, the car crash.
Ooh.
Yeah, because he was on his way to Fresno.
Spoiler alert.
And then spoiler alert. And then like it's like the last gas station he filled up at, and they turned into like a little like museum, and they try to sell all this James Dean.
Oh,
like,
that's kind of.
Yeah, that's kind of like.
Yeah. There's ghosts there now.
Yeah.
There's ghosts there. Don't go pee there. You'll pee on yourself. Don't pee there.
So with streetwear, right?
Okay.
Do you think? I know you're like big into the whole vintage scene, and I get it.
Yes.
I get it.
All right.
Do you think?
Kind of killed it in this last couple of months.
Dude, you fucking killed it, Doug. But
We did.
Yeah, you did. No. You
Single-handedly, dog.
Yeah.
Single-handedly.
Yeah, you should go to 850 Brian right now and say, I'm a murderer.
Because you murdered the game.
Yeah. Out in the street.
And then they're gonna
call it murder.
And then they're gonna send you through the whole like scared straight thing again. The crazy guy, same crazy guy's like, what'd you do, bro? You're like, I killed the game. So like, do you think there could ever be another resurgence of streetwear?
Resurgence of streetwear? No.
It's not going anywhere, though.
But what the hell is streetwear, right?
Woohoo!
You know what Mike Brown at True will call it? It's hip-hop clothing. When Mike Brown started, he would call it hip-hop clothing before the term streetwear was coined.
Bring back the breakdown shirts.
Oh, shit. breakdown shirts.
Bringing back the breakdown shirts. That's
Do you
kind
still
of
have stuff at True?
original
Do you still
streetwear.
sell stuff at True?
No, it's different.
It's different now.
It's different over there now. Yeah.
Does he return like an email, Mike Brown, if you email them?
This is live.
Damn, this is
We're not live.
It's been a minute.
I'm a little. I don't want to say sour, but I'm a little sad because this past vintage buyout that I did.
Yeah.
It included vintage True stuff, which is 20 years old. I say anything vintage is 20 years old, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And then I probably maybe had a couple hundred dead stock True 2000s tees.
Ooh.
And then I offered it to him, and I didn't get a response back, and I was a little hurt. So I ended up just wholesaling them out to somewhere else.
Oh.
So like some other brand called True.
But it could have been something cool to have like a pop up for. Anyways.
What do you think that is?
Wow.
I don't know. It's cool. Moving on.
Yeah.
Moving on.
You know what? Business is business.
So, you know what? Here, I'll put it this: success breeds success. Surround yourself with the people that you
Like-minded?
that are like-minded,
Yeah.
and then success breeds success.
I agree.
And it's like I don't dwell on shit too long. I don't chase people anymore. If you want to fuck with me, then fuck with me. If not, then on to the next.
Well, I'm glad that
Why you fucking
we're
with
here.
us?
Yeah, you're fucking with us, and we're fucking with you.
Well, I'm glad you fucking with us.
You're fucking with us, but don't fuck with us.
Hey,
Whoa, hey, don't you have a
Fuck
couple
with us, but don't
felonies
fuck
under
with
your
us.
belt?
You're as you guys. That
F
F
word.
word.
Fuck with us, but don't fuck with us.
Oh yeah. Finally hit
Fuck you, guys.
All F's.
All Fs.
I just boom. Fully laid.
But you going back to the store, it's like, you know, it's cool having looking at a spot like True, which I shopped at when I was like in early 2000s when I was in school.
Definitely a
close by.
catalyst, right?
But like having a brick and mortar retail store of where it could be a platform for other brands to grow was definitely like something that I was proud of, being able to put like homies on the map who needed an extra hand.
So let me ask you, like, when did you realize to close the stores? I mean, the overhead must have been crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind being completely transparent with it because it's all fucking water in the bridge right now.
Right.
But it's like when we closed the store, it was like we were paying maybe close to 10 grand a month, which is kind of like low for like a permanent lease. Look, just to break down a little bit, when you have a temporary lease in a mall, you can get it for significantly less than a permanent lease. So temporary leases means that 30 days the mall can kick you out and put it in Uniqlo at any time, right?
Yeah.
I like their shirts.
Me too. When a permanent tenant comes in, they can kick out any temporary tenant. But like, so when we first moved into Stonestown, we were probably paying less than $2 grand a month.
You're in the middle. You're in a prime location.
Yeah.
That was a prime spot.
And then but once you become perm, you're like 8,000-10,000 and up, and it's like when you have payroll that's like 5,000 every 2 weeks, you're at $20,000 plus, and then so it's like you need $40,000 gross sales.
Yeah.
To break even. Right?
$40,000.
You're not even eating yet.
Not even yet. Not eating yet. And then it's like, and then on top of that, you need to have the dollars for wholesale. So you only could make as much as you have. You know what I mean?
Get closer to the mic.
You only can. You only can make as much as you have, right? So it's like, all right, if you want to make $10,000, $20,000 more a month, you need to spend another $10,000, $20,000 more a month in inventory. So it's like, if you have great product that sells, that's always churning, then the money's always churning, right? But if you have a couple of bad buys, or if your local team doesn't do good, then it's like, all right, then you have to put shit on sale. And once you put shit on sale, then you're having it closer to the wholesale price, which is basically cost.
Right.
So you're not making money, you're breaking even. And when you break even with the business, you lose money.
So around that same time, I'm sure you looked at the numbers, and you don't have to.
I don't know. I just blacked out.
I know exactly.
I just blacked out.
And you don't have to get like into the extreme details of it.
But you can if you want.
But yeah, exactly. But you can cook us more. So how much were you making just purely on online sales?
Shit, I don't even remember. Maybe like. See, the other thing is like maybe
That
like,
was more your bread and butter.
Yeah, so like
It's always been.
when the store mall traffic started to decline, our web business went up, right? And at one point, our web business started to climb to a point where it's like, damn, we actually don't even need the store anymore.
Right.
If we go all web, then we take out all of our overhead costs, right? And then, but what I did is like, we were kind of early-ish on bringing brands in and putting it straight to web. Like we were doing that for Stance, we were doing it for Mitchell & Ness, we were doing it for BBC, and it wasn't it wasn't really like a gray area because they didn't say you can't do it. But now there's like map pricing for most wholesale transactions where it's like New Era says you have to have this for $35 in order to sell it online, or if you can even sell it online at all, you can't sell it on a third-party website like Amazon or eBay or any auction site, right? Yeah. But we were doing that early on, and the web sales for that was exceeding the walk-in traffic.
Yeah. See, and I think that's crazy because, you know, even right after that, you saw a lot of brick and mortar stores of even some of like the most notable companies closing, and you were ahead of that shit.
Because we didn't need it. I mean, like, and 2 years later, COVID hit anyway, so we wouldn't have survived that. We would have just gotten a free PPOE loan, whatever. But
yeah,
fuck that. We don't
holler at that.
Then we would have went to Sizzler.
Yeah,
holler at that.
So, but I mean, there's parts of the store that I do miss, but there's more parts that I don't miss. And like the part that I valued the most after closing the store was being most present during the holidays with friends and family, because it's like, all right, Thanksgiving, it's like you're hanging out with the family, but it's like, oh shit, I gotta wake up in 4 hours to go set up for a Black Friday sale. Yeah. But same thing going into the Christmas season. It's like, I love being in the Christmas season early and seeing the Santa and all that kind of shit, right? Yeah. And having the Christmas decorations up, but it's like, so you need to be at the store all the time to maximize your sales for that 1 month, all the way up to the end, Christmas Eve at 7 p.m. And then you're rushing back home to do your family stuff for Christmas.
Wash your ass and eat dinner.
And then the day after, you have to start your after Christmas sale, you know? Yeah. I don't miss any of that.
So, and we talked about that before too, kind of like having that like work-life balance, right?
Right.
And I don't know, Gus, I don't know if you can attest to this, but for me growing up, like I've always had like Mama Glow, love you Mama Glow, working like multiple jobs. Pops has always been grinding too, you know? It wasn't really like one of those things where they're like, oh, like I need to quit my job or I need to cut back in order to like spend more time with my kids. But I see that more prevalent now.
Yeah.
You know, where it's like, oh, like maybe I can find something so I can be here with my kids. But I feel kind of like stuck in the middle of that, right? Where it's like, I'm still gonna work because I still need to get you all your cool shit that you want and everything. But like, you know, I know that I still have time. You know what I'm saying?
I think John was more intentional, and that was his intent early forward. Like, I'm gonna grind it out now so I could make time for your kids.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I remember me and you talking, especially like with our sons, with your oldest son and my son, like them being kind of around the same age, and you're like, I'm just gonna grind this out, and like I'm gonna peace out.
Yeah,
I'm gonna enjoy
on my terms.
Being a father, and I'm gonna do me, and I seen that, and like I looked at you differently when you said that, and I was like, "That's fucking dope, man."
Yeah, that's getting old and getting mature.
That's and because we are all living for other people.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? Like we're doing life for our family, so they're more comfortable, and it's you took that, and I don't want to say L, but you really took that streetwear shit, and you're like, you know what? I'm done. I'm closing up, and I'm leaving on my own terms. Mm-hmm. When you left on your own terms, and like it was almost sad because like that. You know, when you go somewhere and you've like, no matter if I have to buy something or not, like if I'm just going to buy one thing in the mall and I'm in Stonestown, I'm gonna stop by just to see who's working and be like, what's up?
You want to know someone?
Yeah,
exactly.
just wanted to say what's up.
Like the cheers of Stonestown.
It's a piece of home, like, and it was dope what you built, and you even did a thing to where you had us go outside and you had different brands involved. Brands involved, like you put a lot of people on.
Yes,
and that's nothing short of who you are as far as the giver. Like you're always willing to extend the hand out, but sometimes when you do it too much, like you do it so much that it's like muscle memory, but when people take advantage or cross the line with that, it's very sad because you're doing it at the purest form, but you don't want to be mad that you did it. At the same time, you let this person do it, but you're trying to help. You're too much of a helper at times.
The intentions were good. Right.
Yeah, I mean, there's enough. Everyone can eat if you put in the work. If you put in the time.
Yes.
But it's like, just don't burn your bridges. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And respect when you get the opportunity from people. It's like, respect it, embrace it,
Right.
acknowledge it, take what you can, and build your own shit from it.
Ultimately, you're in the business of building relationships.
It's definitely a relationship business. I've leveraged most of my success from the relationships that I built over the years.
So from the closing of like Fully Laced to like where you are now with Vintage Dead Stock and whatever other business ventures that you do have, do you find yourself with more time with your kids?
Yeah, when I make the time, absolutely.
When you make the time?
I mean, everything's when you own your own business. You have to make your time. You choose whether you want to spend 4 hours on the business or you want to spend 4 hours at home,
right? Or
spend doing whatever, staying in shape or whatever.
Yeah, well, I mean, and you are in great shape.
Come on.
Yeah.
During the pandemic, I gained 20 pounds, and then I lost 20 pounds.
Did you ever grow out your beard?
100% to cardio kickboxing. I love kickboxing Pacifica.
I love kickboxing.com.
No, I love kickboxing.gov.
/thug.
What's the .edu?
.edu. Because they're about to educate you.
.biz.
Anyways, so if anyone has any issues with me, come see me.
Come see me. Only between the hours of 6 and 7.
At the 12:15 heart rate monitors. Or the 4 p.m. class. Come see me.
Bags don't hit back. I think that's great, man. Bags don't hit back. Shout out to you both training as well. Jay, love you guys.
Shout out to Balanced also. My barber Rodney and then his partner D-Rock, they opened up Balanced kickboxing. Big shout out to those guys.
To Black and Gold boys.
Yeah. Black and Gold family.
Yeah. Real talk.
Who used to cut me? Not Derek, but they had the other guy. What's his name?
The other guy.
No, he's like shorter. It was him. Fuck, I forgot his name. But he was heavy into like jiu-jitsu and kickboxing. Richie, yes. I fucks with you, Richie. Good guy. Yeah.
Awesome shop. That's like home.
Yeah. It's good dudes. Richie can fucking fight too.
Yeah. That's a fucking killer, dog.
He opened up a gym also.
What's it called? Nice, man.
I don't know. Richie's kickboxing.
Richie's kickboxing.
Richie also loves kickboxing.
RichieKickboxing.edu.
Richie loves kickboxing.
So do you only go to companies that have websites as names?
Yeah. So
how did you like just talking about the last couple months? I know you guys. Just talking about the last couple months of your venture. You did a mass buyout recently.
Yeah, so about a year and a half ago, this is a fucking great story.
Yeah.
So this is great story. This is a buyout that was over maybe 30 years in the making. So like
crazy relationship.
I started getting into sales by literally setting up at flea markets. And there's this old couple, honestly, they're in their 80s now, that was always selling next to me, selling dead stock t-shirts. And I mean, this is 30 plus years ago, so I'm in my teens. And then throughout the years, I'd always buy t-shirts from them and resell them online. Even I bought t-shirts from them and resold them at Fully Laced, because what they did is that they bought closeouts as print overruns, but the main buyout they did was from Winterland Productions in San Francisco. And Winterland held the licenses for all the greatest music artists, along with like Disney and Levi's.
I saw that.
And Tommy and Nature and like Tourist Tees. They did everything. So when Winterland closed down in the early 2000s, this old Asian couple bought out everything from them. They're buying pallets blind out of their warehouse in SF and San Leandro. And they had this literally on Verducci in Daly City the entire bottom floor of their Sermani home. So during the pandemic, I mean, years ago, I told them, I'm like, you know what, when you're ready to sell, I'll buy you out. When you're ready to sell, I'll buy you out. Planting a seed. Yeah. And finally...
And being the nice guy they always see, like, this is a young kid.
Yeah, 100%.
He doesn't have any felonies.
He's troublesome.
So during the pandemic, they hit me up and said, everything's shut down. We can't sell flea markets anymore. Do you want to come by and check out what we got? And it's my first time invited over to their house since I've known them from 25, 30 years prior.
Wow.
So I went over to their house, checked everything out. I'm like, oh shit, this is a gold mine. This is literally like hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of merchandise from what I could see, right?
Yeah.
And they're not hoarders, and they're not and everything was pristine, clean, like no infestation, or at all, right? Everything was boxed and sealed, right? And the thing is that these guys, as they kept buying stuff through the years, the best stuff kept on getting pushed to the back. So I bought some stuff, went back, bought more stuff, went back, bought more stuff. I was like, hey, let me just buy everything. And the pandemic was still at its peak, so they knew they weren't going to go back and sell anymore.
And they were old.
And they're old as
they're like that. This is like 70s, right?
They're 80. They're 85. They're 85. So I went over there, gave them a price they couldn't refuse.
Can you let us know what price it was?
No, not price. How many pieces did you buy?
It's like at first, so it ended up being 60 grand.
Okay, and you can talk about this because I'm pretty sure all of those pieces are gone. A majority.
Yeah, so it ended up being 60 grand because well, this is very transparent, and some of the people watching
it's cool. We're an hour and 11 in. Only the real ones are listening, Doug.
Yeah. So it ended up being 60 grand.
Might be real.
I did because I counted $1 a piece. But as I've been selling everything through,
60,000
pieces. It ended up being close to 100,000 pieces because I was like, stack over there is like 1,000.
So you robbed old people.
Yeah. So it ended up being about 100,000 pieces. And I'm down to maybe my last like 15,000-ish pieces. And some pieces were like $300 tees, $400 tees, like dead stock Kill Bill movie tees that went for $300 a piece.
I was Japan, right?
Yeah, Japan.
I was signed into the Whatnot when you did it with
with Chris from Daily Refinement.
Yeah, with Chris from Daily Refinement.
Yeah.
And you guys had the Bob Marley pieces, like those highly
Mosquito.
Yeah, those highly sought. Was that part of the?
They would get one of those.
Those were giveaways.
But there was like 7 tees that were up. Whenever you would buy a box, you would get a guaranteed one of them tees in the box.
Those were part of the original buy.
Yeah.
But the singles, like the rap tees that were over $1,000 each, those weren't part of the buy because those were used.
Okay.
Everything that I dealt with is dead stock. So the branding with vintage dead stock is as organic as it gets, and vintage dead stock has always been a hit and run. So when I was doing sports store buyouts, I'd buy everything out, sell it, and on to the next. But it's like vintage dead stock only exists when the inventory exists. So for the past 15 years, where I haven't really been pushing vintage dead stock, then this opportunity came up to buy these 100,000 pieces, and vintage dead stock came back to life, sold the shit out of it over the past year and a half, and now it's just whatever it needs to be for the next couple months until it's on to the next.
You hear that, T-shirt boutique? We're coming after you.
Literally, I remember in January FaceTiming with you, and you were just sorting through your second. You had 2 different warehouses for everything.
Now it's down to one.
Now it's down to one.
One was emptied out completely.
One was just like a sorter, and one was like the storage, right?
I had the one to begin with, but it was back to front with pallets, and I didn't have even room to move. But the most exciting part about it was like treasure hunting, but treasure hunting where everything belongs to me already.
Oh, it was like Christmas Day for you, and you're like, look what I got.
It was like
that's like going through like your shoes, and you're like, I didn't even realize I had these.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like multiples immediately, because it's like I open a box and it ended up being like all like garment wash tie-dye shirts from like the early 90s from like Hendrix, Doors, Zeppelin, and it's like $200. An entire box of 144 was all that, you know? Because these are all factory.
And multiple
these are all factory packed, right? So they're all factory folded in 12s by Winterland.
Straight from the press to the box, and it stayed in the box.
And then you also had some was this in the same hall that you had like the specific like Lucasfilm stuff?
Dude, that was a different buy.
That was a buyout from an employee.
That was a
buyout.
Oh, that's right. I
think I told you guys about this before, but I
actually got some pieces from that buyout. Thank you.
Oh yeah, you got a couple good pieces, man. You got a couple because like I'm
waiting for my promo
manifestation.
Code. Like, get some.
I'm a big Star Wars fan, and it's like, so I was searching for I'll tell you the story. This is a cool story. So I was searching for myself for stuff on Craigslist, and I saw this guy. He had a employee jacket, right?
Yeah. And the leather one.
Yeah, it was a Letterman jacket, right? And I sold it already. but it was an episode 1 jacket, cast and crew. You only can get it if you work for ILM.
Was it a black one?
Yeah, it was black body.
Black and black, right?
Yeah, it was that one. It was that one exactly. It was like the FX one, right?
Yeah, clean.
Not super valuable, maybe like 300 dead stock-ish, right?
Lightweight.
But so I hit him up, and then I said, "Hey, I'm a big Star Wars fan. Like I like this jacket. Like let's talk about it, whatever, right?"
Yeah.
And here's a number one thing for everyone listening: it never hurts to say, what else you got?
Oh yeah.
Anytime you're buying something, what else you get? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, right?
Wayne Gretzky.
So is that Wayne Gretzky?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I thought I made it up.
Jon B.
Look, there you go again.
2022. Wednesday the 28th of
Pirating
December.
is safe.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers.
Once a pirate, always a pirate. So I hit him up, and then I was like, "Hey, what else you got?" He's like, "Oh, I got some other stuff," and he shot me like a quick photo, and I'm like, "Well, there's some cool stuff. I mean, were you previously an employee?" And he wanted to make sure I wasn't a crazy, and I wanted to make sure he wasn't a crazy.
Yeah.
So we bounced emails back from for 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
And then we set an appointment, which ended up being a week or two later. And to break the ice, I brought my son over to look through like some of the stuff. Right.
Yeah.
He ended up being 2 miles away from my house off a skyline, right?
Dude, Daly City got some gems, dog.
You never realize like what's in these people's houses,
who lives
right?
next door?
Yeah.
You never realize it, man.
might
So I
be
went over
Evan
there,
from Adapt.
and then he, it might be. So he had everything in on his front porch for me and Max, my son, to look through, and it was like toys and stuff like that. And then we were going through it, and then I'm like, all right,
What else you got?
Like I'll buy everything, right? And then I was like, what else you got?
Bam.
And then he's like, we're actually moving out to the East Coast. We have a garage full of stuff that I haven't gone through yet. And I'm like, well, let me help you sort it.
Ooh, damn.
So I went over within 2 days
Coming over with Max is a good flex because it's like
to break the ice.
yeah, it's like dude,
You
like,
break the ice.
Yeah.
You ever watch American Pickers with the two guys that go around? Like you would break the ice. You don't even if your first offer is going to be the lost leader, you give him the price he wants to break the ice.
We should
so you can
redo
move
that
on.
show.
Yeah.
We should.
down.
We Bay Area Pickers.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll be the fat
Let's do
guy.
it.
Yes.
That guy's, I like that guy. He's jolly.
Yes. So
The skinny handsome
So
guy.
I ended up spending the next 48 hours at his house going through all the
Wow,
stuff.
48 hours.
You slept there?
We went to Lucky Chances at like 1.
My man.
Damn.
No, he's
like-
not.
He's like, I've never been here before.
So I ended up buying almost everything he had, and he probably still has a little bit left that I actually encouraged him to keep it for himself because he was a Lucasfilm licensing employee that went over to different divisions. He was there for over 20 years. So what he has that he has something I want. Okay, to quote Moff Gideon, you have something I want. Right?
What is it?
So it's a. You only can get it if you've been with Lucasfilm for over 20 years, and it's a C-3PO statue that looks like an Oscar.
Yeah.
And it's basic. Yeah, it's
That's
like,
dope.
and you never see him available for sale, never. And he showed it to me. Let me hold it. And I didn't want to offer it to him because I didn't. He didn't think I was a reseller. So here's something that's really important to do when you're trying to do these buyouts. You have to know what you're buying.
Yeah.
So he was testing me on my Star Wars knowledge. He didn't ask me where Jar Jar Binks was from. Thank you. Unfortunately.
But I bet you would have won.
But
you would have won.
Yeah,
now.
I bet
like,
would have given me the C-3PO statue. But he was testing me, and I answered all the questions, and I went deep into Star Wars.
Oh
and then,
yeah,
so
you
he was like,
you fandom it.
yeah. So he was like, okay.
But was it like throughout the day where it'd be like, oh hey, look at that. You know, that reminds me, by the way, what is this, and this? And
Yeah,
like,
it was exactly like that. So every time I picked up a piece, I talked about the story. He talked about the story.
Yeah.
Like, that's why it took so long. Literally 48 hours. I spent 2 more days there.
Damn.
So it's like you never realize the opportunities are there.
Yeah.
You know what?
Opportunities are there.
And you take them. Like a lot of opportunities are presented to people, and like me, I'm gonna be real. Like I sometimes hide from that. Like I'm not ready to take that next step because you take the next step, but you're confident in what you're doing.
Right.
And I've always seen that about you. Like you said, like you strike hot when it's hot. All right, time to get out. You're a great gambler. That is in a sense gambling.
I mean, opportunity is nothing without action, right?
Ooh.
Opportunity is nothing without action.
Yeah, we're making a T-shirt with all the Jon B quotables.
So, and I didn't
Even the Wayne Gretzky.
So it's like it's calculated risk.
Calculated risk.
It's calculated risk. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what I've taken a lot of. And I've taken L's. I've made bad partners. Yeah. I've done bad buys.
That's almost a part of it, though, right? You have to experience the L so you know what that.
Know what not to do again.
Yeah, know what that win tastes like too, right? Yeah. Like those wins, you're like, oh, that was good, and you take a risk and you're like, fuck, that didn't work out.
You don't know what the highest high feels like till you hit rock bottom.
Yep, and then I mean, like
that, by the way.
Yeah, and that's yours.
Rocky might be
That's yours.
You turned an L to a lesson. That's Chance the Rapper.
And then it's like, we were talking about it outside, but it's like, and you live and learn. Like when the money's good, it's great. When the money's bad, it's bad. But then once you learn that, then when the money's great, you can stash it for when the money's not so great.
So it's all about, like, in a sense, it's all about temperament, right? Like, of course, when the money's good, you're kind of like an all-time high. When it's low, obviously you're low. But it's about kind of like maintaining that middle throughout the good and the bad.
He's surfing.
That constant high.
He's surfing. You're catching waves.
Well, but that's the thing with the store. It's like, so like when we started off with the store, it was never intended to make money, and it was never intended to be like a volume mall business.
Right.
But as the business grows, you need to add more payroll. There's more overhead. But then when the business tightens up, you still have the payroll, you still have that overhead.
Yeah.
And then that's when you do have to adapt, and you do have to pivot your business.
Shout out to Evan. Yeah.
But you kind of keep it in the family, right? Because Mel, like,
the only constant is change.
I think that was a
I think
that's
Evan.
No, that's actually
But Evan put that on a shirt.
I've heard that. Definitely heard that somewhere else.
Was that Highlander?
Highlander? There can only be one.
You know the Spanish version?
Highlander?
No, there'll only be one. There'll only be one.
So does Mel?
Pass me a bowl right there.
Does Mel work with you or for you, or
you're either with me or you're against me? That's Anakin Skywalker.
Because it's like you keep it. I'm assuming that it's kept in the family. Oh, what the fuck?
Kept in the family.
It's kept in the family. Is that what it is? Like,
so.
I'll take some chips.
So it's Mel runs. My wife runs the operations in the business, and it's more. It's not business development, which sometimes I wish it is, but it's just management. See, like the Fully Laced brand right now, the Fully Laced as a brand, it's strong because of how much time we put into it.
Right.
But if I had Fully Laced as a full-time gig, it could be a full-time job and a good career on its own. But it's a shoelaces business.
Yeah.
There's very little competition in the shoelaces business, but do I really want to be in the shoelaces business for the next decade? Not really.
No.
It doesn't excite me anymore. And I think at this stage in my professional career, I only want to do things that excite me. If I'm not doing something that excites me, I just wouldn't be working at all.
Hold on. Speaking of which, exciting. You mentioned you wanted to have different chips from around the world and smell them and taste them. With it, smell my finger? Smell my finger. Is that what the group text was? Smell my finger?
What's my beer smell like?
So before we indulge in the next conversation, just to get a break, because we're about $1.23 in.
Is this the intermission?
This is a softening point.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have you, because I know what everything is. I'm gonna have you two try that first bowl right there.
Okay.
And just let me know what flavor you think it is. That's all this. We just have a bunch of different potato chips.
You're gonna have to feed me because I just blew my nose.
Really? You want to do like the body of Christ?
By the way,
just gonna bring chopsticks.
By the way, I finally got like a neti pot.
Okay.
The only thing is that our water heater broke, so I can't.
Don't on stove.
You have gas stove?
Yeah, but
don't on stove.
Yeah,
I didn't think about that ahead of time, right?
2022. You got a kettle? We have a plug-in kettle.
All right, guys, all right. It was my bad, right?
All right. Let's try the chips.
Maybe at least once a week. I neti pot my son almost every day.
Get that mucus out.
Yeah, let's talk.
Just do it, man.
So can you just
go ahead?
Yeah.
Do you really want me to feed you?
Well, because I don't. My hands are dirty. Yeah, this will be.
Yeah.
Ooh, I want to have some texture. Really?
That looks.
Oh, am I doing the same time?
Same time. What flavor? Okay. How's that crunchy?
I got it already.
Rommel knows what this is. You want to try this? There's no cheese in it. Do you know what flavor this is, John? I know Rommel knows what flavor this is.
I'm gonna need more of those, by the way.
Is it pecan kang?
Is it
the cangiest?
Is it B-Cola Express?
It is B-Cola Express.
Wow.
Bing!
Is that really what it is? I don't know.
Yeah, it's a big.
It's kind of it's a little sweet and it has a little bit of a kick at the end.
Yeah.
It's like my girlfriend.
Whoa, little sweet, little kick in the end.
She don't listen this far.
This is chip number 2. Let's see if you guys.
Slightly stale. It's like a hair stale. Like it's like the bag's been open for like half the day.
You know why? You know why it's stale?
Again.
You know why it's
just
stale?
like my girlfriend. Oh! I'm just kidding. I love you, Trees.
It's like.
This bag was given to me by Rommel, and I've been holding on to it. It's almost been like a year.
Oh.
No, so it's like the shelf date. It's a little bit past shelf life.
Yeah.
Again.
But that's like his 5th one.
Again, just like my girlfriend.
Hey, I got this cool like vintage buyout story. So there's this place in San Leandro called Crazy John's, and I met the guy at a trade show called the ASD AMD show, which is like where people source all the closeout stuff, dollar store, whatever like that, right? So he had a spot in San Leandro, and what he did is that he bought close date merchandise, right? So stuff that's about to expire, and then he'd resell them out. But at that buyout, I bought maybe 500 dead stock members only jackets, sold them all to Universal Studios, and they used it for movie cast and crew. But I also bought probably I bought a few hundred dead stock chalk line San Francisco 49ers gold satin jackets.
Is that what the dude's like? He's panhandling that chalk line one. You know how it's like the airbrush or like the whole design chalk line?
No, not that one. I know, not the Phantom Mannix, whatever. Like it was like the classic one that was a starter knockoff, right?
Okay.
And then,
Starter knockoff.
And then like when I got back into doing buyouts, I hit up that guy again to see what he had. He closed the store because stuff that he was supposed to donate, that he took as donations for close date stuff, he ended up selling it. So he was getting close date donations on food from grocery stores and then reselling it back out to like the dollar stores and like big lots and stuff.
Goblin.
Anyways.
Second chip.
Shout out to close date.
Sounds like an entrepreneur to me.
Try that, Rommel. Second chip.
All right, let's see.
I know what.
It's kind of fishy, kind of creamy.
Hold on.
I see like an F on the bottom or a T.
Let me see him.
Open up the bag. I think this one's the Beagle Express is that green one.
It's kind of like oniony.
So yeah. This is the first one. Beagle Express.
It's kind of like oniony, garlicky.
Wait.
Rommel's gonna figure it out.
I don't think I figured it out.
That one is the tea.
Wait.
The tea. All right, you guys give up?
Hold on.
You it's like no, put it out.
If there's 2 T's on the bottom, would it be TT flavor?
I'll give you the TT flavor one, please.
What is it?
Lay's truffle.
Oh, truffle.
It's truffle.
Okay. Nice.
Tastes like truffle? Tastes like truffle?
Yeah, now it's truffle,
it has definitely a truffle-ish.
Okay, this one right here.
Gus, I like how we have games for each other this episode.
Say it again?
Like we have games for each other?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, you know.
End of the year.
John's a homie too, so it's easy just to be like...
Yeah, end of the year cut, right?
Yeah,
things are finally showing up, John.
Yeah, John.
I don't know, man.
This is the next one.
I didn't think excuses.
This is a TT flavored one.
That one's gonna be funky.
So first, like
durian.
It looks like Cheetos with the nut Cheetos.
Does it taste like the dentist?
Sagging.
It's definitely sweet.
Is that banana?
Yeah.
Oh,
I said it in Tagalog, so yeah. It's called Banana Kick. Banana Kick. I got all
Fuck that, dude.
This is weird. It looks like a Cheeto.
Have you tried it? Try it.
No. All right, I'll try.
It's like a banana, right? But like
it's like a banana now and later. Crumbly.
Yeah.
That one was no bueno. Yeah, let me cleanse my palate.
Yeah, let me cleanse my palate too. Fuck.
Speaking of that, I was talking to my wife about this. I was like, you know, if you ever shop for, I haven't shopped for cologne in 20 years.
Cologne?
And like, you know how like when you're supposed to, they have the little jar of coffee beans, right? To cleanse like the nasal palate, right? Yeah. So like in high school, like I got Nautica competition, like when I was for a Christmas gift, and I was stuck on it since. And like over the years when they discontinued Nautica competition, I tried to buy it on eBay to to keep that same scent, right? Even though they discontinued it. But then over time, lower end colognes, they degrade versus something that's higher end like a Chanel, right? That grow they get better with like wine or hold their scent. So now I just need to find a new cologne. I need to find something that I'm gonna have for the next 10 years.
So here's the thing. Sephora.
Okay.
They sell this little travel bag.
Okay.
And it comes with different like samples for colognes. And you pay $60 for it. And then you test out the samplers.
Okay.
And then whichever one you want, you get a certificate and you get a full size one.
Really?
Yep.
You wanna go?
You wanna go right now, bro?
Let's go. You wanna go?
I'll just smell like this banana.
This is the best tasting one out of the.
This one right here. This one right here.
This one?
This one. Yeah, is that one.
I can't tell. What is it?
Extra barbecue.
Extra barbecue. It's just called extra. It's a Lay's flavor.
Yeah.
Extra barbecue.
No.
That's
like
the more
extra-
solid one.
That's the best one.
It's extra
far.
barbecue, but in like Thai-looking letters.
Yeah.
I like this one better.
This is gonna be like left field. Not the Vico Express.
Yeah.
Because it's aged, right? It got that shelf life.
It
What am I
does,
talking
dude.
about that kind of funky.
This one's good also.
It has like a Ruffles look to it.
It's a little cheesier.
Wait, is this a different one?
Yeah, it's a different one. This is the last one. My son,
it's cheesy.
my son just yelled. It sounded like Prince. He was like,
You see Prince live?
no.
Someone in Oakland. It was good. Good show.
I missed out on that.
Your son like to sing?
Is that jalapeno cheese?
Your son like to sing?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Loves it. Yeah.
What songs is he on right now?
He's on Frozen, actually.
Oh yeah.
He's in the Frozen wave of learning the songs. It's like Frozen Moana. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's into the sing-songy things right now. This one, any guess on flavor?
Is that a cheesy jalapeno?
I like cheesy stuff.
Cheesy pizza.
Hey!
And that's a Calbee brand, which is my favorite shrimp chip.
Yeah. Okay.
Cheesy pizza.
I grew up on the shrimp chip.
Shrimp,
Calbee.
yeah.
The pink
I
bag.
bought a big bag just in case.
Nothing beats pizza combos.
You like the pretzel one?
Ooh,
Yeah, that's a pretzel one.
yeah.
Not all the pizza combos have a pretzel on the outside.
Oh, no, that's right. No, there are pretzel cheese ones.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I have to pee. I'll be right back.
All right. Keep going.
Oh, well, we're
Yeah,
at
you
hour
do?
30.
Same time? Go. Same time?
Just keep talking, guys. We're right here. Same little cross sword.
So
You guys cut and come back, or we just go? We just keep going?
No, we keep going, and we're going to
Okay,
air
go
this
on.
shit, too.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right, let's get into it.
Are we live?
Yeah, we're live as fuck, bro.
Oh, shit. I could have had some people tune in live.
Oh, no, not live.
Oh, okay.
We're live
No
recording.
edits. Oh, wait, should I sit in?
Yeah, oh,
Yeah,
shit.
come on. But you guys sit in like Bernie, like this.
Oh, yeah, I got my Bernie. So, John, do you have, like, any... I know Vintage Jet Stock just had its, like, huge haul.
Yeah.
What are like, new ventures or
Business ventures?
Yeah.
You know what? I watched. Big shout out to Chris from Daily Refinement. I think doing business with him has opened my eyes into more opportunities because he's ultimately a professional reseller and a YouTube influencer.
Right.
If I could do the past 10, 15 years back, I would have recorded more content and I would have had great stories to share as like an influencer. You know what I mean?
But I mean, everything, like, you know what they say is like hindsight's always 20/20.
Yeah, of course, right. But I mean, like for new business ventures, I do want to do more like reselling. I want to do more buyouts and stuff. But I have enough inventory right now to still run a full-time career for the rest of 2023 if I wanted to.
Wow.
But it's still like, but I'm in no rush to sell it now because I made enough profit that I need to make for the next decade.
I mean, that's
Yeah, I did okay, but now I'm significantly smarter with my money, and now it's like grown man talk. I'm doing like investments, IRAs, 401ks, 529s.
Yeah.
Talking about like real estate stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, did you have you ever made any like extravagant purchases?
I've been yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
what is it? Come on, bro.
I've been buying. It's actually more investments than anything else, but I've been buying high-end comics, high-end gold and
Graded.
silver
In the
graded
case, yeah.
CGC comics.
Yeah. That is more like an investment, right?
So the first and most expensive comic. One of the most expensive things that I've purchased since the success of vintage Deadstock.
Yeah.
I bought an Amazing Fantasy 15.
Spider-Man.
The first appearance of Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
It's a 1.0 grade, but I just wanted a piece of the action. It's probably a $20,000 comic.
And how much did you buy
At
it for?
1.0 grade.
Yeah, at a 1.0 because a high grade is over $1 million. If it even exists, right? A mint one doesn't exist, but something in like the 6s or 7s, you're looking at over $1 million.
Yeah.
I paid some after taxes and stuff like that. I paid maybe close to like 18 or something.
Oh, that's not bad. You're still 2K up.
Yeah.
So like what?
I'm not gonna buy a comic at market price today.
Right.
I'll buy a deal because you buy a market price today, you're buying off of emotion. You're not buying off of investment.
Yeah, you're right. Exactly. That emotion.
You're not going to read it anyways. You just have to know it's
you look
there.
at it, but I had the first appearance of like I just got it in today. I just texted my brothers. First appearance of Galactus and Silver Surfer.
Damn.
First appearance of Black Panther. First appearance of Shang-Chi. I chose a lot of my favorite characters. First appearance of Adam Warlock. The Infinity War Watch series.
So which one of your brothers was like, "Yo, that's dope," and the other one was like, "I don't give a fuck."
No, both of them appreciate comics, and both of them
That's
collect their own
dope.
stuff.
That's really dope.
But it's an investment too.
Yeah.
And like when you talk about it as like a it's a tax write-off also because if you're in the market of reselling merchandise, you can write it off 100% for the inventory you buy.
Holy shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Time to resell.
We have to talk because I need to.
Because it's inventory.
Yeah.
You're buying inventory.
So that can also be, let's say, for example, used for sneakers.
For sneakers, if you run a sneaker business, 100% you're writing off the sneaker inventory.
I'm surprised you didn't really get to that route.
Excuse me.
The consignment sneaker business model,
It's not. Yeah.
it's completely different. You can't have a successful wholesale retail business and also be a successful consignment store because the business models are completely different.
There's like there was a new consignment store that popped up in Ceremony, and it's like, I don't get the model because it's like basically you're charging people the 20%, right? I'm assuming that
Some 10% was Flight Club early on, I think.
I'm assuming that they have like bots and they have their own stuff.
A lot of people got to watch their
100%.
money though.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? So
Yes.
just on some real shit, like
Yes.
there's a lot of stores out there, and they just have to have a legal business for the money to flow through.
Speaking of washing
How many
money,
crackheads do you know that you can wash money through, right?
Speaking of washing money, what are your thoughts on crypto?
You know what? I can 100% with confidence say I have not put one penny into any crypto or any NFT.
Feel me? Feel me? Feel
I've
me?
been involved
Feel
in
me?
enough. I've seen enough
I was
Ponzi
scared,
schemes,
bro. I wanted to.
multi-level marketing,
Oh.
Yeah.
aka
No hoodwinking you.
pyramid schemes. It's Amway, right? Avon.
Avon.
Yeah.
What's one? The,
2x2?
Is it Mary Kay where you get the pink Cadillac if you sell
yeah.
enough?
Yeah.
I want a pink Cadillac.
Like for businesses in an MLM business model that have a legit product, a product. Avon's a product, right?
Yeah.
Amway has products, but it's like the business model that's set up to grow through MLM isn't profitable because of the products and the quality of products they sell. It's profitable from resellers, from the people they bring on to resell the product.
Right.
It's not how much you think. It's how much someone will pay for things, right? Would you say that?
No,
how much will people pay for things?
The business model, because like my wife sold Avon before, so like I understand the business model. It's like the product's like legit. They still have stuff, but it's like they make money on the reps, and they're not buying it for wholesale.
Yeah.
Like you're buying stuff for like 10-20% margins, which is slim. And as you buy more, then you can get a bigger margin, and that's how they get you into stocking these Avon stores, which won't make money ever.
Did you ever sell knives?
Dude,
You remember that? You remember people
Cutco,
selling knives?
shout out to Justin. Shout out to my boy Justin. That dude made a fucking fortune selling Cutco.
Cutco
Cutco's
knives.
great knives.
And he went from selling Cutco to fucking buying a hotel, dog.
Oh,
Yeah,
Justin who?
My boy Justin Chip. What's up, buddy? Love you.
Cutco's still around too.
Yeah,
My in-laws have Cutco knives. They're really nice. You know what? I like this knife from here. It's a Benchmade, and it's made in USA, Oregon. I like this one a lot.
I don't like how you're staring at your knife right now.
It's
Does it glow in the dark?
It's not. And
Not?
it looks like jade, right? It's not. It's just a color.
I don't like how you're staring at your knife and you have camo on.
Yeah, I like this a lot. I got it.
Where'd you get it from?
My brother turned me on to it. Blade HQ. He ain't sponsoring this podcast. I'm gonna give him a shout out.
Blade HQ. I'm guessing that stands for Blade Headquarters.
Yeah.
Also, we are 6 minutes away from the Miles' record.
Ooh, 6 minutes.
Nah, so we're still running.
We still good stuff we're talking about, right?
No,
Yeah.
definitely good stuff.
Yeah, we do.
That was a quick pee. You wash your hands,
Barely.
Just be on them, bro.
bro. I was at Lucky Chances and I took my buddy Curtis from DXC over there.
I remember him.
And
Tall white dude, right?
yeah, tall white dude
with the beard.
He's in the soccer NFT business.
Yeah.
And I don't have anything good to say about it. But
He flipped those easy cleats. Right? Was that him?
maybe he was doing some stuff for a while. Kicks to the pitch. I think he sold off as a brand.
Is he more like Messi or is he more like Salt Bay on the field? That's a World Cup joke.
That was terrible that he was there.
Oh, but we had Lucky Chances, and like I took him there for the first time, and we saw like the chef come into the men's bathroom, and then he was wearing like rubber gloves because he was cooking, and then what he did, he took one rubber glove off, he went to the urinal and peed with one hand, and the other hand was like this. Then he went to the sink to wash his hand.
One hand?
He didn't wash his hands. He washed his hand, and he had his hand under like that in the soap dispenser and went like this, and then went like this, and he walked out. I'm like, that's horrible. That's so bad.
You think you know what else is horrible? If you go to any dim sum place, right? Like TC Pastry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
They wear
last
gloves,
week.
right? And they also take your money.
With the same gloves.
And they're the cheap plastic gloves that don't form fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's like the Subway gloves. You ever get a
Yeah,
Subway
Subway one.
sandwich?
Right.
And it's just like binder paper.
Hey, do you have like a dim sum game to play?
What?
I thought you said there's gonna be like a dim sum trivia. No.
No, it's just any trivia. It's dealer's choice. Yeah.
Okay.
But what's your favorite dim sum spot? Let's move to food.
I like TC.
TC.
I like TC in terms of like bang for your buck.
Yeah, that's true. I love their pot stickers, dude. They're doughy as fuck, and I love it.
You know what? But then it's not on the warmer though. It's like it's
Is it a cold item?
Yeah, it's
It is
cold.
out
You
there.
gotta nuke it to do it right.
All right, what about Chinese food?
I like the greasy spots. I like Suli's. Like
Oh,
TNC.
Suli's
cash
Cafe.
only business.
Yeah.
I love cash only
they still open?
businesses. Yeah, they're still
it's
open.
open. Yeah.
Damn,
Like
Suli's.
cheap rice plates, like Andy's on Hickey. They're like cheap rice. Like
Yeah, we do.
Dude,
fuck with
HKR Andy's.
Yeah.
What up, HA?
They changed
Sponsor
the owner.
pod,
Yeah,
yo.
sponsor us, dude.
Sponsor the pod, Andy's.
I heard that you can technically go into any Chinese restaurant and order anything, and they'll make it.
100%. 100%.
There it is, guys. You heard it here first. Buy a Chinese guy.
Cream
1% Filipino.
Yeah. We got another cream of young guy.
What's two things you always get at a Chinese restaurant, no matter what it is? Like where you're at, wherever. Like there's two things you always have to order.
Like a good
question.
Like a good chain mean, a good Hong Kong style pan fried chow mein,
Noodle,
right?
yeah.
Like to have like a good house special.
Yeah.
Because like when you if I go to a new spot, you guys house special. So like one place I used to like go to is a DNA Cafe on what the heck is it? On Clement at the end, on the beginning of Clement, maybe Clement in like third or fourth.
Yeah.
And then like I used to go there in college, and we
You
used
ever
to go there
tell
all
them
the time.
hold the DNA?
Hold the no DNA.
Yeah, no DNA today, guys.
But I learned from him, just always ask what's fresh, right? Because
Yeah.
like you guys, what vegetables fresh today, or like what meat's fresh today, right? Because I remember one time I went over there, I was like, can I have a char siu over rice, a barbecue pork over rice? Like, oh, don't get the barbecue pork today. Yeah.
He told you.
Yeah, he told me.
It's been sitting for a while.
But then sometimes when you want veggies, it's like, oh, what vegetables fresh today? Oh, it's like, oh, the
Bok choy.
bok choy's fresh today, you know?
Yeah. Bok choy is
Yeah,
always
the only
fresh.
Chinese
Yeah,
vegetable, you know?
yeah.
Try another one.
Chinese broccoli.
Try another one.
Yeah.
Show me another one.
Watercress, chestnut.
What?
Jeez.
How about a Chinese vegetable? Let me hear it.
Lapchang? No, that's a sausage. Gailan?
Gailon, yeah.
Gailan! Spit hot fire!
What about Dylon?
Spit hot fire! With oyster sauce though, player. Don't put some oyster sauce on that shit.
Dude, I can fuck up a wok. Like I can cook like Chinese quick style.
Like walk it, like
Yeah.
tug it. Like,
Yeah.
that's a recent music fucking reference. I love that shit, dog.
I'm here right now.
How about the Chinese Aerosmith, Walk This Way?
Oh!
You need to walk this way. That'd be a good one.
Or it could be
That'd be a good.
or that could be like a Chinese. That could be like a Chinese Mexican restaurant. Walk this way.
Way.
Easy with the fusion, Asian fusion.
Why? It just be like Panda Express, dog.
Bro, some of the fusions can start getting real racist. The fusions can start getting a little
Then you're
borderline.
like, yo, relax.
DJ Unk, walk it out.
With the remix, Andre 3000.
Yes.
So like, what about
Walk in the walk.
Let's see. What about sound?
Walk in the walk. Walk in the walk. Walk in the walk.
Okay.
That'd be a good one. I don't think that's done.
Do you own a wok? Do you cook with a wok?
I own a wok and I cook with a wok.
Do you fuck with
my dream
Mr. Fongs?
I like Mr. Oh, of course, the Chinese barbecue up in the front. Yeah.
Did you know they do a salt and pepper oxtail there?
100%. It's expensive.
It's all right.
It's all right.
It's
I
all
feel like it's
right.
25 or something, right?
Yeah.
It's either bone. Tell me what you got. Oh, when they realize
Lots of bones for you. We got lots of bones for you.
There's another place. Is it Pop-Up Kitchen that's like right next to it? It's like the old Valerios. It's supposed to be really good there, and they like
in St. Francis.
No, it's
That's old Valerios.
Classic, dog. That's the original Valero.
Oh, where Toast used to be.
Yes,
No,
that's true.
opposite end. Yeah.
That's true.
Oh, they opened like a weird hot pot thing over there.
Yeah, but it's like
a steam pot.
It's
or
steam.
something.
Yeah, the steam comes out and you steam it instead.
Can you put your face over there and get like a?
They're like
cleansing.
I'm just here for the facial. They're like, oh, facial in the back.
Matcha or oolong?
How long?
Oolong. I remember going to Mr. Fong's, like, I think it was right around like a New Year's, or it was right around Christmas, and they had hella baby pigs and like ducks just airing out.
Oh, the little ones, right?
How they air it out,
To dry it, yeah.
to dry it out, and I was like, I don't give a fuck. Let me get one of them.
You know,
then they clean the inside out
there's
with
a
a
certain
hose.
process to it on like the how they dry it, like
That's how they
age
get
it
it
or whatever.
crispy, yeah.
But there's got to be something that's not gonna pass code the way they do it there.
Why they do pipi kalu the same way, right? In Helena's, they're just making that shit.
But they're cooking with the wok so close to like where the stuff is.
It's being aged.
It's hot and it's cold, hot and cool, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Past it, new milestone. Oh, no pun intended.
But I was there just last week, and I was trying to push my son into where all the pigs are hanging.
It's like, hey, what's going on here? Their duck is a go-to.
yeah, that's a good. Yes,
Duck is
yes,
go-to,
yes,
and then
yes.
I do fuck with their soy sauce duck too.
Soy sauce chicken.
Yeah, soy sauce chicken. Yeah, I do fuck
You know
with
the
that.
Chinese name for it?
Soy
Guess.
sauce chicken.
Soy
What?
sauce chicken.
Come on, let's see how.
Heinen.
See you guys. See
See you guys later.
See you guys. Yeah, that's a Russell Peters stuff. See you guys. He asks like what the
getting
name is,
there.
and he repeats it, and he thinks of something funny.
I think it's safe to
Opening
say
up
that the later this podcast gets, the more racist we get. But technically, it's towards our same people because we're all Asian, so it's
Yeah.
okay.
Does that make it okay?
It's okay.
You're the plethora of all of those, so
Yeah,
you
yeah.
speak in terms of who you are.
You're like the Captain Planet of Asia. And you even have Indian. Dot not feather.
I can
And
say
that's
that.
East Asian.
I can say that.
Oh, you can say. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I can say
you can
that. Strike
say
that
it.
from the record, please.
There's actually like a college in Goa. You know, like Goa Trance, but it's like Goa in India, named Barreto College, and that's where it traces to.
Really?
100%.
You own a college, just go get your shit.
You know what? Like, yeah, the lineage was really interesting with the 23andMe. Damn, we're shouting them out. They don't sponsoring either, man.
I want to try it, but I'm gonna be like, you're 100% fat. 100% overweight, dog.
I can't believe they didn't have like a. How come Jordan didn't hop on that like 23andMe? He should have like put on ahead of that. Yeah. See
You know,
that?
in the Jordan autograph, there's 23 in the autograph. The way he signs the Michael Jordan.
Oh, hold on.
Oh wait, it's right there. Let's see the 23 in the beginning.
Oh, the M.
The M is a 2
2
and a
and
3.
a 3.
So Upper Deck owns
Layers.
him. So he literally can't sign
Yeah.
his autograph to anyone that goes up to him.
Did you look at
ever.
his shoes on that?
Yeah, he tripled the shoes. Do you know why that? Do you know why
not
he's wearing the
Jordans,
shoes?
right?
No,
Yeah, those
they're
are pennies.
Yeah.
Damn, that's like the most. I thought we got a better response.
I don't. Do I know why?
Yeah. No one knows why.
Did he? Wait.
We looked it up one
Is
time,
it trivia? I think it's because he tore through the Jordan. His pair.
He ripped a J. Yeah.
Yeah, he tore through his pair, so they had to replace it.
Computer blue. Yep.
Yeah.
Damn, man.
Why is his foot a different color?
Gout.
Yeah. Shout out to Gout.
Why is one of them red
It's silver.
or silver?
Silver.
Yeah. Not like a
Which
silver
is weird
fox.
because gold actually helps with blood flow.
It does.
This is like a
Gold-blooded.
fucking circle of life.
We met Anthony Daniels at Star Wars Celebration earlier this year in Anaheim. He is all about the money.
So who?
He's been in the most Star Wars films. I think
Yeah.
he's been in everything as his original voice.
He's probably like Virgil from like WWE, just trying to make money off of that signature, right?
Virgil?
He makes
Yeah.
money.
Virgil.
He makes money. I think he only charged like maybe it's like $80 or something like
Have
that.
you ever
For
been
a steak?
starstruck?
Yeah, it's not bad. You know what? It's like when you think that there's like ordinary dudes,
Yeah.
it's hard to get starstruck. And it's like when you I enjoy meeting celebrities and I enjoy like meeting people that I have like fandom, like a true
Right.
like fandom from, and it kind of makes the connection bigger. But it's like you
can't
fall in love with the character. You don't fall
can't
in love
nerd
with
out
the,
too much
the
in front of
artist,
those people.
right?
Yeah.
Because like when you
Yeah.
think about we met like Shang-Chi, Simu Liu at a book signing in SF.
Right.
But it's like in your
Kim's
head.
convenient.
Yeah, him.
I love that.
Jump.
I love that
Jump.
shit.
Yeah.
So like, but like you meet him and it's like in your head you're like he's Shang-Chi.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
actually,
see you.
But when you met him, he's actually kind of
so you're right there, too.
he kind of acts like the dude, right?
Yeah.
But then like let's say you talk. What about like someone from like Game of Thrones or something like that? Something that's like really like what's like Daenerys, like Amelia.
Amelia Clark.
Emilia Clarke, right? So it's like you meet her and you think that she's gonna be like some sexy dragon queen or something like that. She's like ordinary. It's like it's like
She's
a regular person.
she's a
you know?
she's a Friends like fanatic. She loves Joey.
Yeah.
She's a Friends
That
fanatic.
make it
I know
hotter.
that.
Makes it more hot, right? Makes it more
She was
ordinary.
into Phoebe.
How you
Yeah.
doing? Hey.
What about Yan
Gunther. She was into Gunther.
I met him at San
No
Mateo
one-
County Fair one year as a kid.
Who?
Yan can't cook.
He's
so
still-
can you.
Oh, that's right.
You know, he's doing like podcasts, like so, like
Let's get him on.
my,
him on,
my
dude.
brother's
Hey, pull the trigger.
my
you
brother's
know?
wife Val, her legal firm hired Yan Can Cook to do just this past holiday,
Yeah.
not the one right before, to do like a cooking show just for like the legal team, and then
Wow.
they gave him all like signed knives and stuff like that,
shit.
and he did like a live show. It was pretty dope.
I used to valet his car at Hong Kong Flower Lounge. He used to come and do the shows.
That's
How was
sick.
he? How was he as a person?
He was chill.
I heard
Yeah.
he's super cool. I heard even as a young kid that the accent was fake.
Yeah, he had
Oh.
an accent.
That's wild.
Was he like, "What's up, my guy"?
That's what threw me off. I was like, aren't you Martin?
Like Mr. Miyagi.
Can you detail as him go and some ginger?
It was fake. It was fake.
Oh shit!
Oh gosh, dude.
Stevie Wonder, he can see.
Stevie Wonder
Yankee
see.
Cook doesn't have an accent.
Why
I
must
still
these
love
people lie to us?
I love Yan Can Cook.
Jean-Claude Van Damme, there's not a twin. Double Impact, that was one person. There was a
What?
two there.
One of my favorite.
No.
One of my favorite pieces of memorabilia. So like when I owned an MMA store with Gilbert Melendez, shout out to El Nino.
The Nino scrap pack.
We were putting together. I was putting together a product to put in the store, and then I hit up Thai Smai, which is the original company that made the blue and white Muay Thai shorts for the movie in Kickboxer.
Oh shit.
So I hit up the manufacturer and I recreated the Kickboxer shorts and I sold them in the store. And just maybe 2 years ago, I sent them in for a signing, and I have the Kickboxer shorts signed by Van Damme.
I fucking love that about you. You're like, I like this, but instead of like, you go to the fucking store stuff.
Yeah,
like,
he got Saget's autograph.
You're like, give me the fucking warehouse. I'll call myself.
Wait, can you talk about your Arnells?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So
Darnell connection.
this is funny, and so you guys seen Hitch before, right?
Yeah.
With Will Smith, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
Doug Heffernan.
two people wouldn't meet organically sometimes, right? Sometimes you have to create the situation,
Yeah,
right?
of course.
Just a small town girl.
Live in a lonely world. Anyways, so you guys had that as a trivia question, like the last show.
He's
or
a
something, right?
fan. You see that? Good shit.
And, like, when you guys had Miles show, man, I try and go anywhere. South Detroit. That is like when you watch like Jeopardy and you're screaming the answers to the TV when no one else hears you.
Yeah, exactly.
So the first time we saw Arnell was at on a cruise. We did like a meet and greet with him at a cruise, and it's very impersonal, right? And like you meet quickly, and it's and like on to the next, take a picture, on to the next, right? Sorry. And then we saw him again at this Day on the Green concert, which was like Tower of Power, Journey, Doobie Brothers, Santana.
Wow. It was like Summer Jam of like 77.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Steve Miller Band. This is like 2000.
Summer Jam with psychedelics.
2016 maybe, right? At AT&T Park, right? Killer show, right? Really, really good show. And then before my son was born, like my wife's baby moon, we went over to Maui and we got front row center tickets, the best seats in the house in Maui to watch Journey, right?
Fuck.
And then my wife was already like 6 months pregnant, whatever, right? And then like Arnell's on stage and like still doesn't know who the hell we are, right? We're just fans, right? And he pointed out like my wife's baby bump and whatever, right? He threw us the set list that he sang with at the end of the show, right? And then whatever, just a fan, never gonna see him again, right?
Yeah.
And then we were at the airport in Maui, island hopping, and he was on the way back to the Philippines. And then
He was also island hopping.
Yeah, island hopping also. Yeah, same.
He does that before he got famous.
So, and once again, it's Arnel Pineda from Journey, right? Who started with the band in 2007. Anyways, and replaced the great Steve Perry.
Yeah.
Anyways, so moving on. And so we run into the airport. My wife's like, "Hey, that's Arnel Pineda." I'm like, "Shit, let's go up and say what's up, right?" And I had his set list in my backpack because we were going to the next island. So I was like, "Hey, let's just go say what's up." I'm like, "Hey, Arnel, we're at the front row at the show, if you remember us." And he's like, "Oh yeah, I remember." And his manager's like, "You don't remember them."
Hello, Filipino.
He's like, "Oh no, we have the set list. You threw it to us." He's like, "Oh yeah, I remember. I do remember."
Yeah.
He threw it to us.
And then you're like, what else you got?
He signed. Yeah, what else you got?
Was it all in his writing?
I like your watch.
Yeah, I got this watch. I'll buy it.
Was it all in his writing set list?
No, his own marks on it. Like
Ali
so
Bata.
every ancient. It's just like 3 characters. His autograph. It's just
Like everyone's like
a couple squiggles.
Sorry.
But so then said what's up. He signed the set list, took a picture, moving on, right? And then I'm at 47. Shout out 47, current employer. I run the entire West Coast.
West Coast.
He runs his coast.
Off to the West Coast.
He's like the Suge Knight of 47.
Yeah.
A little bit. I actually do run the entire West Coast.
Dad hats and snapbacks.
Damn, he didn't even like said, I am.
And so I was at a trade show with 47. This is about 5 years ago, and then my wife texted me and said, "Hey, Yule's in town. Yule is his manager, right?
Yeah.
And because he's from Vegas, and he's walking the show because he gets all the fashion sponsorships for Arnell, which is big as a manager, right?
Yeah,
right.
Like, just like same thing here. You get the managers, they help pay for your shit and give you free stuff, whatever, right? Some give you food, some give you nice Gucci, whatever, right?
A shawl.
So
Killer bracelets.
This is where the hip reference comes in. Is that so? Like, I searched the aisles at Agenda, which is like the Magic, right?
Shout out to
Project,
Agenda,
right?
wow.
So it's basically the hub for fashion twice a year in Vegas, right? So I scoped to see where he is, right?
What year was this? Which Agenda show?
No, it's like 5 years ago. Like, I don't know. It was already on the decline.
Okay.
Anyways, so I find out where he is, and then I casually pretend like I run into him. Yeah, right. I was like, "Oh, hey, what are you doing here?" Right? And it was like
Whistling Journey.
humming to myself, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm doing fashion stuff right now. Like, you remember me?" And now he's like, "Oh, of course I remember you, right?"
That's tight.
And that's how we solidified the relationship. I gave him a bunch of gear at 47. We kept building from there.
Yeah.
And then next time Arnell was in town, backstage, chopping it up, working with Arnell on sponsorship stuff, helping him promote the show. Next time he's in town, we go hang out. Yada yada yada, whatever, right? So now, so we're already pretty tight. So years later, this is a fun story too, because like, so he's in town for like a Warriors game and like a show. Like, we meet over at the hotel. He's like, "Hey, let's go get something to eat." We go to San Francisco Center, and we go down to like Ghirardelli, and there's like old Filipino lady that's like serving like the ice cream and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like me and Arnell are just going up, and we're like, "All right, can we get 2 shakes and 2 sundaes?" She's like, "Oh my gosh, Arnell!" And she loses her shit. She's like, "Oh my gosh, I don't have makeup on. I'm so sorry." She's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get fired, but can I take a picture?" So like, and then like me and Arnell look at each other, and then we're like, I'm like, "Well, who the hell's gonna make our shake then?" Right? And then I look at Arnell's manager. I'm like, we're definitely getting a discount, right? We're definitely getting a discount.
Got that.
Yo,
And
what
then,
else y'all want?
And then so like we take the picture, and then like I told Arnell after that, and this is where like it comes like down to earth. He's an ordinary dude. I'm like, hey, does that ever get old? And he's like, no, I'd be worried about the day when people stop recognizing me.
Because he had to work. He got it late.
Yeah, he did.
He got it. Like he kept working, and like you said, his opportunity popped up because it was his YouTube, right? That's how they
Neil
found him.
Schoen, which came from he came from Santana.
Yep.
Right.
He found Arnell on YouTube and brought him over.
That's fucking dope.
Since
That's sick.
2007.
What's
And so
his
he's been
band in
running-
the Philippines called? It's like the Zoo, right? Or
Yeah, I think it
the
is,
Zoo,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
And then so like, and then for years he couldn't even sing Journey songs on his own. But when he renewed the contract, he was able to throw some stuff in there.
That's tight, man.
If you guys want to put some money together, we can have him do a private show and then sell tickets.
Dude, let's do that.
We can
We'll have
100% do
Yan
it.
Can cook in the kitchen.
Bro, we can have this crazy mashup. Just go get all the.
Let's do Stevie Wonder. We'll do the valet.
I can get Dante
Jesus
Bosco.
Christ.
Let's get Dante Bosco here. I met him a
Dante
couple weeks
Bosco.
ago.
He'll be like the drug hookup. Like, look at all the roofies.
And then we'll get Ernie,
Oh, that's good.
Ruby, no!
and then we'll get
good.
Ernie Reyes, but then have him dress up as a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Oh,
Dude.
You know, Ernie Reyes hangs with like the Diaz brothers, and like he's like I see him
But
cornering
it's like,
sometimes,
you
and he
get
tries
it,
to look
you're
like
tough, you know.
that. Yeah,
that
you
that
guys
was
You're
my
the original.
first.
Yeah.
Ernie Reyes was my first like that dude.
Senior or junior?
He did it. Junior.
Yeah.
Because he was on. The dad and the son did like the scene in Last Dragon,
Yeah.
right? So that was just them in the garage, right?
Yeah.
But then when you seen him in, I don't know if y'all remember the show Sidekicks.
Yeah.
Sidekicks. He was like a cop,
Yeah.
right? And then he had like there was like this white other cop, but he was like a skateboarder and he was like a ninja,
Yeah,
ninja
yeah.
kid, right?
Let me guess. Was he the sidekick?
Yeah. Oh my god.
God damn it.
He's still like local, right? He's up in like
Is he?
yeah.
He was in a Rush Hour.
Was he?
He was.
Ernie Reyes Jr.?
He wasn't wipe your chin, you're breathing.
He was one of the. I think it was Rush Hour 2 where he was chilling, and then I think one of, like Jackie Chan or Chris Tucker recognized him at the front door, and then he kind of ran out to like the rest of the gang.
That's a deep cut.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is a deep cut. Isn't Lou Diamond Phillips is Filipino too, right?
According to Easter Sunday,
What about Prince? Was Prince really Filipino?
I pushed for that.
I push for that too. Do you push for that?
Maybe like Filipinos.
At least 3%.
Yeah.
Yeah. He may say no, but his chaps are telling you different.
You know, so one thing I'm collecting now is that, like, because I bought a Prince shirt just during the pandemic. So, like, I'm going back and trying to buy all the concert tees that I went to shows for since day one.
That's tight.
So, like, Prince being one of them, that Oakland show. So I bought 2 of those. And it sucks because, like, one of them is considered, like, a rap tee because of the way that the layout is. So it's, like, an over $100 tee because it looks like a rap tee.
That's wow.
Yeah.
Shout out to Amy, by the way. She invited me to a Prince concert, and I said no. And then he died like soon after.
Yeah,
missed
that's one of those like
opportunity.
yeah.
God damn,
That and
man.
Michael
Yeah.
missed opportunity
Shit, I had tickets to see Michael at the O2 in London.
in London. Was he a hologram? Because he went to go see ABBA,
No,
and it
that
was a
one.
hologram.
Do you see the Tupac
Shout
hologram
out to
at
Mom.
Coachella? No, we had actual tickets to see him for like the last This Is It tour, and then what ticket?
This is it. This is
This
it.
is it. No, it wasn't it.
Yeah.
it wasn't
This
it.
is it. No, seriously,
This
guys.
is it. There's one more after this.
Like 2 shorts albums.
So Ticketmaster,
This is it, yo. It's my last
They
album.
got us because they're like, all right, we can give you a full refund on the ticket, or we can give you these collectible lenticular souvenir tickets. I'm like, ooh, give me the souvenir ticket.
You're like, did you Google me? How did you know I like collectibles?
This money's already spent.
And
Give me
then so
some
like
nice
they end
shit.
up sending that, and they sent almost like a consolation prize, like the program from his funeral,
Yeah.
that gold one.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool.
They're gone already, long gone. There's
Sold
no,
it.
no, because like when you start collecting shit, it's like unless it's something that I feel like I'm directly involved in or that I went to, I just don't want to collect shit.
Like
you know?
my children, I've been collecting those. I'm pretty involved with those.
How many have you collected?
3 so far. 3.
You have three kids?
Yeah.
How many?
All right. We gotta wrap this up.
Yeah, this is we're past 2 hours, all right? This has gone too far. Jen,
How many have you collected?
Jen, how many kids have you collected? Anyways, Jen, so do you have any closing words for us?
Yeah, Jen. Any questions
Jen.
for my man?
Oh man, this is such a good show. End of the year show.
End of the year show.
End of the fucking year, man. It's been a hell of a year.
Good
dog.
flow today too. It was very, very
Yo, this is a
natural.
heavy flow.
Yeah.
Finish down. What you saying? End of the year.
I just want to say thanks.
Oh
It
yeah.
was
Well,
very
thank
nice
you for
meeting
having me.
you. Yeah.
Thanks for getting that Arnell story going. We were hanging out with him at the Four Seasons just a couple months ago. Just me, my son, and him, just like watching like YouTube cooking channel. It was like
Mukbangs,
dope.
Filipino mukbangs.
It was like it's basically that.
Is it ASMR?
It's just like normal. It's like normal shit. Just an ordinary freaking dude, man.
That's solid.
Anyway,
solid.
shout out to Arnell Pineda.
Shout out to you,
good
Arnell.
friend. Thanks for paving the way for Asian. I don't want to say Asian American because he's an American.
Just for Asians.
Just paving the way for
Just for
Asians.
Asians. Thanks for the Asians.
A voice in rock.
Yeah.
A voice in rock. What you got, Rommel?
Who do I have? It has been a hell of a year.
Yeah.
I'm thankful for these three people here, man. John, I'm happy that we've been able to keep in contact.
Hell yeah.
Gratitude's everything. Everything.
Gratitude's
guys.
everything,
Everything.
man. And I love everyone here. Gus, I can't thank you enough. It's beautiful, man. Let's keep building.
Congrats on the success of this. This has been fun. Much blessings. Hope you guys will have me back one day.
You know what's funny is
Hope you have
yeah,
me
we
back one
actually
day.
will. We're gonna remember our idea
What's the idea?
with the dating show.
What's the idea with the dating show?
We'll talk about it later.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That's a good
idea.
Okay, this is gonna be good.
Gus, you have any
All right.
words? I'm thankful, and it's love and gratitude. This is it's been amazing. It's been an amazing year, and I just know that our Jordan year, we're about to fuck shit up.
You know, so many people like leave one year saying, "Oh, I hope next year's better than this one." But it's like, be grateful that you just had a year.
All right,
be
fine,
grateful
I'll take
for a
it.
22.
We're not gonna fuck up 20.
And just like, you know what, thanks for a great 22.
Yeah.
Let's see what else lies ahead in 23.
You just shit on everything I just said right now, dog. God damn it, John.
You know, I hear everything you're saying. Let me just one up you.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm gonna start a business called Lowly Faced. No, but I'm grateful. I'm grateful for everyone who took the time to watch us. I'm grateful for everyone who took the time to join us and have fun on this podcast, man, and just relive some memories, talk about new memories to make, and just fucking talk about the fucking brain trust that exists in Daly City or in the Bay Area, because there's fucking talent here, dog.
And there's dead stock.
And there's that side.
And there's dead side.
I am so thankful for where this, not this just journey into the podcast, but the journey with each of you individually. You know what I mean? Like, I've met all of you through like different times of my life, and then the fact that where I am now and being able to share this space and share this energy with you is amazing. John's always been a stand-up dude.
Yeah.
I have a story.
Okay.
I have a story.
Let's keep it going.
I have a story. So there was a time I was at Storyville when it was transitioning to Polang.
Okay.
John was there. I think you were there with your wife. You were there. I think you were there with Evan. It was a bunch of people from that school. USF, right?
Evan didn't go to USF, but it was just. It was just
You went to USF. Yeah, you went to USF.
Evan went to Davis.
Sorry, Evan.
Evan went to Aggie.
You made that very clear.
You guys had a shirt that everyone was wearing that was like just tagged. Everyone was wearing the same shirt.
It wasn't from SF with Love, right? No, it wasn't that one, right?
No, it wasn't.
And it wasn't SFC. It was a collab with me and Evan.
No, all you guys were wearing the same shirt, and it was like cursive or like tag.
Was it
like,
Graph? Was it
like,
DXE?
It was a hand style, probably DXE.
It might be the DXE one.
It was probably DXE, and I seen all you guys. I was outside. Because it was like 12:30, and I was trying to get in. You see me in the front. You're like, "Hey, you went to Reardon," and I was like, "I did," and I was like, "What was your?" And then someone else walked by me, and then he stopped talking to me, and he started talking to the next guy, and I was like, "This fucking guy,
Classic John.
You were drunk
Fucking
though.
classic John.
Yeah, see, like I do.
You were
remember
partying
that.
during.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
I do remember that. You know what? I do
I
have
had
like
a
a
chip
little
on
bit
my
of
shoulder
ADD.
for a little bit because
Really? That sounds like a real dick thing, dude. But that was like I've never ever one upped anyone. I can honestly say that my entire
You
life.
literally just one upped everything I had said on my final words.
Fucking
liar.
Mario Brothers.
I never big leagued anyone. Never.
You didn't do it it wasn't done with an intent.
I never did it intentionally, but you're saying I did.
It happened on my end, but it wasn't intentional because you were drunk, and I was like, and then like the dudes I was with, they were like, "Who's that?" I was like, "I guess I went to Ridding with him."
Some chump.
He was like, he was joking to me because you were
12 years later.
You were in who was it? Fagarigan's class.
I was 99, class of 99.
Yeah.
Remember that scene in like Ocean, was it Ocean's 11, where it's like the guy's doing like the diamond rating. He's like, "Who are you?" Just a nobody then, right? Like, he's supposed to rate the hotels and stuff like that. Like, who are you? Oh, nobody. Apparently.
Yeah, but no, Jon, to see your journey to where, like I talk about it when I found out you did that buyout. Like you jumped back in the game when it was hot for you because you had the inventory. Like it was an easy home run.
Yeah.
Easy.
It was an easy home run because you had the resources. You already knew everything, and you're like, all right, I guess I'm about to put in work. And you did this during another hustle. You know what I mean? Like you had to carve out that space because I remember you telling me early, like your plan is to peace out and go to Hawaii.
That pre-kids.
Right?
Oh no, yeah, maybe it was pre-kids. Oh, it was like
right
pre-pandemic.
I'm sure you had kids somewhere.
Yeah. So, we'll end up there someday. Maybe as an investment property versus a primary residence.
And I'm thankful for you offered a lot of layups, and you laced me with a lot of game early in when we reached out, and you know I was very like I was a sponge. Like I just sat there and I absorbed. Like I would go to the offices and just absorb your layout. Like Brandon's over there mailing packages. You had your setup here where people were taking pictures for Karma Loop and for your free brand. I was looking how everything was coming in, and I was like, it's like a tight oiled machine. You had your wife behind the counter, behind the desk, working. Like everyone had a piece, and this is just the office, not even the store.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, we got this together. And I just sat there and absorbed it. Then I went to the next room, and it was just inventory.
I mean, no one taught me how to do any of that stuff. It's all firsthand. But just even hearing you say that, it's like sometimes like I don't realize that people are watching, and then like I'm actually like most proud when I can inspire people. If they can take a little bit of knowledge, take a little bit of game from what I'm doing, and grow into something great on their own.
Hell yeah, we had a starter snapback collab.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, early.
Yeah. I still got it. I still got one.
I love those. I love those. Jon was early on the patches. He was early on the snapbacks. He was like, I don't know if you ever had Von Dutch there, but you were early in a lot of shit like that. Like Kid Robot was very prevalent. Like everything there in the shop was shit that you liked.
You know, when I had you're 100% right. When I had the shop, I was like, I wanted to be a shop that I would like to shop at myself.
Yeah.
And it ended up being that.
It was uniquely you because it wasn't like you couldn't give it like a one lane thing because you had cool toys. You had like I was big on Vinylmations and I got a couple of them from y'all.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Vinylmations for like real Disney collectibles. Like I don't have a Warrior one. I think I got a Niner one from you and a Giants one.
Yeah, I remember those.
Yeah,
I remember those. And like the fun thing with the store also is that I use that as leverage to build more relationships even outside of streetwear, but even like with artists and stuff like that I collaborated with and collected.
Bigfoot.
Like Bigfoot, Jesse Hernandez.
Shout to Urban Azteca.
Yeah.
Killing it.
Both good, both great dudes. And it's like those are people I can just call and be like, hey, you wanna work on something cool? Or can you sketch something for me for this other project I'm doing?
You would have DXCs and you would have Bigfoot and Jesse Hernandez like on the same panel, and
I got that piece in my house in my living room. I got that piece in my house.
It was a live painting. So
I got it.
That was that. Let's talk about it. Hold on.
It's a big piece of the door. I don't want to sell it.
That was at Terra Gallery.
Yeah, that's Terra.
I'm like
Terra Gallery. That's like the
Rolo. Shout out, Dunks are nice. Rolo did a photo shoot of it, and I had like a photo shoot of them of them like painting it. So it's like when you buy collectibles, it's like having like a provenance of like to see like
provenance,
the authenticity.
That's my favorite type of cheese.
So provenance, with a little bit of
provenance,
a good meatball sandwich.
Provenance,
good
marinara.
You know what I mean? On a Subway meatball, that provenance.
Like for like certain collectibles, like when they sell them, it's like this because especially for movie props, right? Because anyone can say, oh, this is a piece of a Death Star, this is a piece of the Ewok costume, right? But this piece has great provenance. It came from this this from the movie props studios, whatever, in London, right?
I knew a Japanese, and I knew a white guy that he would go to Japan and he would be like a Power Ranger, whatever, and then he would keep the costumes. So he would just do it on the side.
Yeah, nice.
We also have to shout out John, because remember, if it wasn't for John,
Redo,
I probably wouldn't be here.
I probably wouldn't know you.
Yeah,
We met at your house. Yes.
You were making wings. I remember the shoes you were wearing that he was like, those are my grails. You were wearing all gold 97s with a red swoosh. And
I never owned those.
You said that,
bitches.
You said, oh, those are my grails. I looked at the shoes like, oh, that right.
Fuck this guy.
Right.
I hope I don't start a podcast for him.
I'm thankful. And I'm thankful to have a seat and watch your journey, because till the day a stand-up dude ever have a question, you'd be like, hey, hit me up, and then it's mutual, because you'll hit me up like, hey, what about some loan stuff? I was like, oh, I don't know. I know this guy. You can talk to him. He'll tell you some shit. But we always try to find and point each other in the right direction. And
100%.
The journey's been dope. The friendship has been doper, and then I'm happy to see it grow, and I can't wait to have you back again to share stories, because we're just touching it, and we're barely like.
No, we're 2 hours.
We're 2 hours in.
This is the longest.
2 hours
episode.
in. Yeah.
This is the new longest.
A
episode.
lot of fun stories. More stories to be built.
My brother. Whew. This is episode 160. FREE99.
160. Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year,
filthy
guys.
animals.
Peace. Love y'all.